buttons here and go live. Let's see, I got to go over and then hit start on this. Okay, cool. All right, I think we are rolling out to the folks out there in the world. Let us know, guys, how the audio is, if there's any issues with the audio, etc. But you're joining us live on Player, so we can handle guns. There you go. I got guns. Walter has guns. Roy has guns.
I have guns.
Guns. Yes. So BabyFace will be joining us, and he's got guns. Why? There you go. Boom. Oh, you want to show multiples? Okay, we're going to multiples. All right, cool. There you go. Double fist in it. There you go.
Oh, pretty as a motherfucker now.
All right, so there you go. You want to join us live? Go to Player. That's the place you can catch us. If you're watching this later on YouTube and you want to know how you can join us, go to Player, formerly known as Utreon. If you're listening on audio, you want to know how to join us, that's the way that you go. Check out Who Moved My Freedom or WMMF podcast. All right, that being said, I will press the buttons here and we will kick this off and get going. I don't think there's any... Am I too loud? Yeah, I don't know if there's any issues. Let me know if I'm too loud. I'll get it sorted out.
Welcome back to the Hank Strange Situation, Lifestyles of the Locked and Loaded.
We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of great companies like Franklin Armory. Franklin Armory provides 100% US-made firearms and awesome binary option triggers. Their focus and purpose is to provide freedom tools to all Americans, especially those in not-so-free states. So when you're in the market, please consider Franklin Armory. Yes, and I see that 42 Chilled says it could be. I'm in a completely. Let's see if I can show you guys right here.
Where you at?
I'm not in my regular van. This is the electric van, and it's very empty. So that's probably why you have a little bit of
echo.
Yeah. So this is the equipment here. There's the up front. So you guys can see. Yeah, but this is the electric van that I'm in today doing the show from. So there you go. Mm-hmm. What's up?
That thing needs a disco ball and some lights.
Right. I'm in my head. I'm hearing we're gonna rock down to Electric Avenue.
And then we take it higher. Eddie Grant is actually related to me, by the way.
Cool.
That's who did Electric Avenue. I know Walter thinks it's funny, but it's true. If you look it up, you'll see. If you look it up, you'll see he's Guyanese.
It says Eddie Grant is related to Hank Strange in his bio.
No,
is that what it says?
No. I think he's the most famous person in the family. All right, let's get the jazz hands going. Here you go, jazz hands. There you go. I hope you guys have your big girl panties on because we are live and this is episode 990. 990.
Oh, wow. Only 10 away.
990.
Yeah, we're just 10 away from 1,000. Yeah, it's FreeForAll Monday. And joining us here live is my friend Roy Hill of Brownells.
Hey,
Roy,
thank you so much for having me back on. Rock and roll, brother. I'm on your show tonight.
I know, it's fun times.
It's always a fun time. I'm just curious. I'm looking this up. I was hoping it'd be like a cool 990 would be a cool area code.
Okay.
Apparently it's Cincinnati, Ohio. It's Cincinnati, Ohio. Not that there's anything wrong with Cincinnati, Ohio, but that's the area code.
Who's from Ohio? Who's from Cincinnati, Ohio? That's famous. Anyone know? I don't know. Oh wait, isn't Michael Jackson from Ohio?
No.
He's
from Gary, Indiana.
Oh, Indiana. Oh, you're right. Yes. Oh, interesting.
That's the only thing in Gary, Indiana that's anymore. His old house is a shrine in Gary, Indiana.
Oh, really? Oh, have you been there?
No, there's a YouTuber that travels all over the country going to these towns that are in decay and areas in decay.
Oh, okay, cool.
And he went up to Gary and
was Michael Jackson from a big house or is it like a little shack or something?
Just a normal probably 2-3 or something or 1-3 or 2 whatever. The whole family lived there though at one time, so that was a whole bunch of them in there.
Yeah, I can imagine. Oh, cool. Okay.
Also, Steven Spielberg is apparently from Cincinnati.
Steven Spielberg. Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Interesting. There you go. There's some other... when you say Cincinnati, my brain says WKRT. I don't know why.
WKRP.
Oh, KRP. What is that?
It's the old... 1980s sitcom about the radio station.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
That's where the infamous line, which is, "With God as my witness, I swear I thought turkeys could fly."
Okay.
If that rings any bells for anyone.
No. Not to me.
Was Suzanne Summers on WKRP?
Suzanne? Oh,
No.
I don't know. Who was on there? That sounds very familiar, but I just remember the WKRP part stuck in my brain. Joining us also is Walther of Safety Harbor Firearms. Boom, there he goes. Babyface, as I said, will be joining us here at some point. Baby Chromie V is doing the baby thing. How was Father's Day? That's the first question I guess I should ask you guys. Happy Father's Day to everyone. How was you guys' Father's Day? Yeah. Lonnie Anderson, Night Train says Lonnie Anderson was on that. Lonnie Anderson. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Lonnie Anderson. Yeah, that's who I'm thinking. Yeah.
Is that a dude or not a dude?
No, that's Burt Reynolds' former. Lonnie Anderson. You know if you saw a picture, you know who it is, right?
Oh, okay. All right.
And also the secretary chick on there, I think, was cuter than Lonnie Anderson. So,
oh, okay. Lonnie Anderson.
I don't remember her name though.
Oh, okay. Okay, now I see who you're talking about. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can roll that in here so everyone can see. Yeah. Yeah, that's totally 80s. Oh my God, look at that 80s hair. Yeah.
Oh yeah, big hair. Yeah.
That's like you and your people had that kind of hair in the 80s, Walt. Jeez.
My sister had hair like that. Both my sisters had hair like that. Yeah.
My high school yearbooks are full of pictures with hair like that. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
The damage. The ozone layer damage. That
the spray.
Oh my goodness.
The amount of hairspray.
Right.
Yeah.
Hair like this. Yes.
Wow. Yeah. My 80s hair was totally different than that. So I don't know. I was looking to see if I had some 80s hair pictures here that I could show you guys. Because back in the 80s, my hair was different. Go for it.
Who's first?
I was a rebel in the 80s.
Yeah.
You check it out.
Oh, dude.
All I need is what did Malcolm X have at the window? Was it an AK?
M1 carbine.
M1 carbine. Oh, there you go.
That's holding the curtain. Just got an M1 carbine, right?
Yeah,
M1
I got that
carbine.
little skinny black tie, like I'm what is
a Muslim, black Muslim.
Yeah, but I'm trying to remember. Nation of Islam.
Nation of Islam. Yeah.
Dude, that is OG look right there.
Like dang. I should be selling some bean pies in that one. Okay, just one more and then we'll get back to boom.
Oh, dude. Damn.
Yeah, there you go, man.
There you go. That's 80s.
Who is that sexy young stud? Good.
That's all about that. That's the 80s all over right there. All over.
Dang,
okay.
I wish I looked that cool in the 80s. You don't want to see any 80s pictures of me.
Oh, I would love to see some 80s pictures from everyone. Walter is always hiding his 80s pictures. Babyface is joining us, eating a cookie.
Well, all right.
Yeah. I think you're just in time. We were talking about Father's Day. So how was your Father's Day, Walt?
Oh, go ahead, Patrick. Go ahead. You're
not even segue to me.
Oh. You're a new daddy.
Oh yeah, that's true. You're first time dad. Congratulations. Can I throw up a picture of Chromie V?
Do you have it? Yeah. Do you have a good one?
I have this one, which I think is excellent.
There you go.
That's a good picture.
Look at that, baby. That is a big... I'll tell you what, man. Someone better take up a collection for Babyface, because I don't know how he's feeding this baby. This is a chunky baby.
In about 20 years, that's going to be outstanding blackmail photograph material.
Probably, yeah.
When he's about 20. Yeah.
Yeah, that baby... That baby real big and chunky. Look at here's another one. This is with Lola.
Oh, that's awesome.
He's cute. He's a cute baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's those blue eyes too.
Cute baby, yeah. Yeah, okay, so sorry Patrick, go for it.
Father's Day was excellent. For the first Father's Day, it was very, very good. My parents came up, so I got to spend the day with my parents here. Marley was at work, unfortunately, but they came up and I spent time with them all day. Mom and Dad played with the baby pretty much the entire day, which was nice because I got to sit back. We had lunch. I played some video games. I talked.
Yeah, you got to take it easy. Did he freeze up there? I don't know what happened. Looks like he froze up.
I'm still moving, so I'm good.
Yeah, me too. Shout out to Ham Radio 2.0. I see Ham Radio 2.0 out there.
Oh.
I don't know. Oh, there's Patrick.
There he is.
What's going on with your internet?
I don't know. It's been stuttery today. No, had an excellent first Father's Day. We went to PDQ last night because they're doing buy one get one for fathers, and we had chicken. And it was a good day overall. It was a really, really good Sunday. Had a great Sunday.
Okay, PDQ. I don't think I ever. That's a chicken place.
It's a chicken place.
Good.
Yeah.
It's good.
Okay.
Good.
Oh, okay. Don't think I ever went there. Like I said, shout out to Ham Radio 2.0. He's in there. Babyface, I know you had some Ham Radio questions. Anyone who has that, you guys should go check out Ham Radio 2.0. He's the knower of all ham radio things.
I got this for Father's Day. That's a car key. I got this for Father's Day.
Here we go.
Well, no, Ham Radio, I think, did a video on this.
Oh, he did? Oh.
Yeah,
really?
I think Ham Radio has a video on this. Yep.
Explain to us what the hell this thing is. He's showing up something that looks like an old school 80s video
Tamagotchi
game. Yeah.
So this is they call it a hacking tool. It's not, it doesn't do quite everything, but let's see, if you hit the middle button, I'll just go through it real quick. It has sub-gigahertz radio frequencies built in, 125 kilohertz radio frequency built in, NFC built in, infrared built in. It has pinouts built in, and it's got iButton.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of an open source hacking tool, they say. It has a whole lot of different radios built into it. You can clone. Well, it won't clone keys because keys use a running program. But yeah, I can like NFC my my credit card, and it'll pull the data off my credit card.
So you can hack your neighbor's garage and open their door and close their door just to annoy the living daylights. Okay.
The easiest one is Tesla's. You can send the frequency to Tesla to open the little hatch on the back for charging port.
Oh,
so
yeah.
You can just sit there, open and close the charging port.
Okay.
With the infrared on the front, I've already set up my TV and sound system and all that, so I don't have to have a remote anymore. It also does universal remote, so if you're sitting at the airport and they're playing CNN, you can just hit the universal remote button and it'll shut that TV off. You don't have to watch it.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah,
nice.
So it's got...
Or switch it to something, more valuable,
yeah.
which I don't know what the hell is on TV that's valuable these days.
It's got NFC, so any of your NFC tags, Roy, I don't know if Brownells, do you guys have little swipe cards to like key yourself in and out of the building?
Yep.
Yeah, you can clone those on this. So you could take that key tag and clone it, and then either make another
Roy's
one.
going to be waterboarded when he goes back to Brownells. Their security is so tight. Right. If anyone over there sees this, he's going to get waterboarded.
Well, you can use this. So
I'll talk.
Right. You could use this as your key tag. You clone the key tag, and then you could just press this to the door to open the door. It does a whole bunch of stuff like that. That's what it's made for. Yeah. They also I also have.
I would set off Pete Brownell's car alarm in the.
You could probably do that.
I have
the. So this is the.
This is the very special Roy Gets Fired episode, right?
Yeah.
No.
So this is
we love Pete. Okay.
This is the Wi-Fi plug-in. It plugs into the pinouts on top, and so it doesn't ship natively from the manufacturer. It doesn't ship with illegal frequencies. Like there's some 125 hertz stuff that they don't put there just because it unlocks things that they don't want you unlocking. But it's open source, so
you probably could.
Well, it's open source, so I already flashed a different version to it that has like everything unlocked.
Yeah.
There's a version of this where you plug it in and you let it run for an hour, and it'll sniff packets over Wi-Fi and pull a Wi-Fi password from things. You can do like middle in the man attacks. It's all sorts of cool stuff you can do with it.
So this is something 25 years ago would have been what Q was demonstrating to James Bond at the start of the
movie. You want to hear a really cool one from 25 years ago? Oh, where is it? Hold on.
Yeah. By the way, Ham Radio 2.0 says, "Oh boy, a flipper zero."
Yep.
There you go.
To me, you used the word hacker's tool. I think it's a thief's tool.
Kind of. So there's this one built into it called DTMF Dolphin. It is no longer appropriate because there are no payphones any longer, but it's a what's that called? Phone freaking from the 80s?
Oh, where you
can sounds into it.
You could call anywhere. Yeah, you can call anywhere in the world.
That would have the freak thing where you could hold it up to the phone, freak a payphone, and get a free phone call.
You used to be able to do that with cell phones too. I used to do that with.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, I used to have those big brick cell phones in the 80s. Believe it or not.
So so this was my Father's Day gift. I got to play around with it. Mostly right now, I've put amiibos on it for Nintendo, for the Nintendo Switch. But it's fun. It's fun to tinker. It's a tinker toy for me.
How much does one have to pay to get this tool?
$200. It's a little expensive.
And yes, thieves have this and worse out there.
Oh no! That's the thing is this is nothing. Like, this is the bare minimum for doing stuff like this. There are things out there that do far, far worse. I mean, rolling codes. There's things that you can figure out rolling codes. You can clone key fobs and if you can think about it, it's out there and somebody has it. So.
Yeah. So there you go. That's what the new generation. What do they call this generation that BabyFace is in?
I'm a millennial, actually.
So millennials. That's what they think is a cool Father's Day gift. There you go.
Totally.
It is pretty cool if you know how to use it. Yeah.
Yeah. What about you, Walt? What were you doing? Then we'll go to Roy.
Father's Day. Let's see here. Well, my son, last Father's Day, I required a gift card from Bass Pro Shops.
Oh, okay.
And it didn't get used all year long, so he's like, "Let's go to Bass Pro Shop and use the gift card.
Buy something." Yeah.
So we jumped into Suburban and head to Bass Pro Shop, which is over in Brandon, which is 20, 25 miles.
Yeah, let's go, Brandon.
Went over to Bass Pro Shop. The card only had $15 on it. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, we spent $300 and something. Okay.
Right. Yeah, Bass Pro. I mean $15 can't buy you a T-shirt.
They had all kinds of clothing on sale, which I needed some new shorts and stuff, and it worked out perfect. Bought a box of 38 ammo to shoot in the new 38 pistol when we finally get together.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, $38 for this box of ammo.
BabyFace is showing up, throwing up his 38. I don't even have my revolver out here. Not
you don't have
focusing.
38. Why will this not focus? Hold on.
I don't know. There we go.
Yeah, I picked. This is my auction buy. I'll tell you about the auction too. But
this one is a friend loaned it to me while she was out of the country, and last I heard, she said, "Oh, you're just going to keep all of them."
So after Bass Pro, we went to Cheesecake Factory, had some lunch, and then after that, we got home back on our side and went to Lowe's and Home Depot because I had 2 other gift cards that people have given me. So, it's like, let's go spend them. So, I did that. Of all things, I had a $40 gift card for Home Depot. What do I come back from with is a little container of spackle to fix some holes in the wall, and a new toilet and a new toilet seat.
Yeah, that sounds right.
That's Father's Day right there.
Yeah, there you go. That's what it is. Yeah. Some
when you
socks.
sit down on this, one of the toilet back in the utility room had this plastic seat on it, and every time you sit on it, it kind of shifts. And it's like, okay, enough of that silliness. When I got an old school wooden made toilet seat, put it on there. Anyways,
okay.
So, that was my Father's Day. It was relatively calm.
Okay, cool. Shout out to Flying Rich out there. I see him. How about you, Roy? What you get up to for Father's Day?
The best part was the day before Father's Day. My son is on a trap team. He recorded his first perfect 25 in competition this year. In fact, at the state match. And so the ritual is when you're on a trap team and you shoot your first 25, your teammates rubber band a bunch of clay targets into your hat and throw it in the air, and everybody shoots it.
Okay.
So we had the ceremonial shooting of the hat on Saturday.
Okay.
And then on Father's Day, there's Instagram video of the hat's final flight.
Oh,
it's kind of impressive.
Yeah.
And on Sunday, I kind of lounged around the house and grilled a bunch of meat.
Okay, yeah, that sounds like
sipping whiskey.
Well,
I sip whiskey and
Roy,
great day.
Down here, it's like 90 something, and the feels like 105.
Right.
So I was like, do I want to use the grill? I don't
Stay
know.
inside. Yeah, this was a rough weekend. Is it this one, Roy? Is this?
No, that's the final target of his 25.
That's when he did it. Okay.
That's his 25th target in a row right there. Boom.
Oh, okay,
And
cool. And then
cool as a cucumber.
Where is the hat? Is this the hat?
Nope, it's the top middle one. It's the top row.
This
middle.
one.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. There goes the hat.
There goes the hat.
Oh.
You can see it.
Oh.
Yeah. So there's probably at least 30 people. There's the aftermath.
There you
There's
go.
the shot up hat.
Your son's Isaac, right?
Yes.
There you go.
Yes.
Shout out to him.
That hat is every time he gets hit, it gets pushed further. It went like 3 rows deep in the cornfield out there.
Yeah.
There's literally about 30 people in the firing squad.
So did you guys recover this hat?
Yes, he's wearing the hat. That's post shooting. The picture is post shooting.
Oh, cool.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's sweet. Okay. Oh, that's what let's go back to that. Hold on. That didn't look too bad. The hat didn't look
It's
too bad.
not too bad. I mean, one side is gone. One side is, but you can see all the pellet holes. Yeah. It's just absolutely ridiculous.
He looks very happy.
Right. He was that is his excited face.
Okay, but you got to, you actually have to achieve something in order to get the shot up hat.
Not everybody gets their hat shot up. You have to shoot a 25 perfect.
Oh,
and
cool.
He finally did it. Yeah.
Okay, congratulations to him.
Woo!
Cool.
That's very cool. Yeah, there you go. It's following in the old man's footsteps, I'm guessing.
Well, no, because I'm a rifle
shot.
shooter. I don't know anything about shotguns, man.
Oh, okay.
He's way better with a shotgun than I am. I'm a rifle guy.
Oh, okay, very cool. All right,
he shoots rifles pretty well too, but he's really coming on with a shotgun.
Okay, awesome. All right, we're going to take a little break here. We're going to be right back. Walther Arms has been making concealed carry handguns for over 90 years, starting with the PPK. Today, Walther is based in the good old US of A and still builds quality firearms like the PPQ and PDP for personal defense and competition. So when you're in the market, please consider Walther Arms. We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of great companies like Walther Arms. I don't know, Babyface, do you have that Walther over there? It's probably downstairs.
Oh, it's downstairs. I forgot about it.
Oh, okay. Oh, Walter is showing off a Walther. Look at that.
There you go.
One of my recent auction purchases also. Yeah.
Yes,
Cool.
very nice. I call dibs on that one, Walt.
Yes, all the years I've been messing around with guns and stuff, this is the first time I've had a PPK, and first time for this type of Colt revolver.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is that a 1917 Colt?
No, this is actually it's a 38, but it's called the Official Police.
Official Police. Okay.
Yeah, so it's like probably a cop's gun type thing.
Okay.
Old school. But yeah, no, I wasn't planning on buying it, and it came up in the auction, and I'm like, you know what? I need one of those just for fun.
That happens. That happens.
The Walther was the same way.
Yeah.
It's a Walther.
No, that's cool. I like the Walther. I mean, I think the Walther's cool. I like the black one with the wood grips. Looks really cool. It's very fancy.
These are aftermarket Packmeyers on the Walther right now. So
okay,
maybe I'll get a set of original wood ones. I don't know.
Yeah, get the wood ones. That looks it looks real sexy. You look like a secret agent.
Hey, we got a treat for y'all.
Oh, here we go. Oh boy, here we go. Here we go. There's Chromie B.
He just got a bath. He was eating. That way. He was eating pineapple, and he just got a bath.
Right.
So he was covered in pineapple. So
okay, so he looks.
Okay, enough.
Yeah.
I've had my close up. I'm gonna go sulk in my trailer
yes,
now.
that's right.
Yeah, we were hanging out. He's a great baby. And let me just show this off. I think I sent you a picture of this earlier, Roy. There you go.
Oh, yes.
This is a Walther GSP. I was on the road in Arizona, and I stopped in at this gun shop there, and I think it's called Diamondback Sports at Shooting.
Upside down trigger.
Yeah, GSP. So it's a competition. It looked worse than this. Babyface is working on it right now. Cool. We need to get it blued out a little bit, but yeah.
Yes.
Nice. The silver, you can see there right where your finger would cover it, your trigger finger, right at the top. They modified it with a like a child's size fitted grip.
Yeah.
And they did some cutting on the metal and filing to.
That's aluminum.
Yeah, I'm trying to see.
I don't think it's steel. I believe it's all steel.
Yeah, I'm trying to see. Let me see if I can find a picture.
It's a heavy. It's a heavy thing.
Yeah, I had a picture of it when I found it, and let me see here. Oh, here's a good one. Here's a picture of it. It looked really. It looked cool, but it looked bad.
Yeah, that thing. It's like a custom molded grip.
I was gonna say, is that Bondo on the grip?
I think so.
I no lie. I think it's something like that. Yeah.
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 Because you put your glove on and then your Bondo and squeeze it, just like a football mouthpiece or something. Yeah.
I think that's what they did.
That's your hand. Yeah.
Yeah.
That thing was fugly.
But the problem was it was like either a woman's
real
or a
small
child's
hand.
It was tiny. I have small hands and I could not fit. It was like 3 fingers. It couldn't quite fit.
Yeah. So it's looking a lot better thanks to the folks at Walther. They actually helped me find a new grip, and I think the front sight, right?
Mm-hmm. Front sight
yeah.
grip.
Yeah. So we're working on it. We're gonna continue to rescue it and bring it back. Do you see those? Have you seen those before, Roy? Seen those?
Not that particular model. I've not seen the Walther GSP. There is a in the Brownells retail store. There's a Hammerly or a Hammerly, however you say it. Hammerly free pistol that that has called out to me a few times from the case it's in. But
that's cool.
And I've shot one before. Yes. Oh man. There was back when I taught concealed carry. Oh dude. Oh, that happens all day. It's the voice.
You don't need to pay no bills.
Take me home, Roy.
Oh my gosh! But when I taught concealed carry, one of my students figured out I was serious about shooting stuff, so he came over to my house a couple of times. He brought a Hammerly, and no joke, we were shooting empty 9mm casings off a log from 25 yards with that thing.
Yeah,
I mean,
it was amazing.
Oh yeah. Oh, it was awesome. I mean, and not touch the log, and it was just boink, bing, boink, boink, just right down the line. Yeah. It was awesome.
Yeah, I look forward to being able to do something like that with that Walther GSP. Which most of the videos, when I look it up, they're all in England or somewhere in Europe, like Germany and stuff like that. So obviously, there's people that have them here, but
yeah.
That's interesting. Okay, let's see. Where were we before we ended here? What other stuff should we get into? I don't know. Do you guys want to talk? What do we? Oh, we're in the news section. Oh, so much news. Where should we start? No one wants to talk about Joe Biden's be crazy.
God bless the Queen. God bless her. God bless the Queen. What a fucking idiot. He's just old. That's the way. He's just old. I think Reagan got like that too, but nobody make excuses for his ass.
Was Reagan ever this bad with this much stuff?
No. Well, it was more after he left the White House,
after he was out of the White House.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah. Unfortunately, yeah.
Right. Yeah. That's what I was wondering, because I mean, this is the worst I've seen anyone.
Oh well, this
is the worst I've seen anyone. And so, if you guys don't know what we're talking about, what was he speaking at? He's speaking at some kind of gun control thing,
right?
Over the weekend. And this is where, what did he say about the brace? The brace makes a pistol into a gun.
Into a gun. It makes a pistol into a gun.
Makes it shoot a bigger bullet.
Bigger bullet, yeah.
And then at the end he goes, and God save the Queen. Man.
What on earth?
And then they're trying to, I saw today, his people are trying to come up with excuses of why he said it, of what he meant. And, was he speaking of the late Queen, Elizabeth II? I get they were just making up stuff. Or was he referring to Queen Camilla? Is that a thing?
He's speaking in tongues.
Maybe he wasn't speaking about any British queen, it says here. Instead, he was speaking of the leader who took Elizabeth II's place as the longest-serving European monarch. What? Queen Marguerite of Denmark? I don't know what the hell that is.
Was there a large caliber brace called the Queen?
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe he was talking about the rock group, the Queen. Yeah. Maybe he was talking about Queens, New York.
He likes to ride his bicycle. He likes to ride his bicycle. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. You know, maybe he thinks he's a queen. I don't know.
I don't know.
Who knows what's going on out there?
I don't even want. I don't know.
It's so crazy that this is happening, and he's still up there.
And
he's still the president.
And people who support him just look.
They just go. They just keep going like it's nothing.
How do you look at that and go, that's what I love. That's
what
I love about him.
The kids that he was talking to were just laughing and going with it.
Because they know. Everybody knows he's just a joke to everybody.
Yeah. You know. Yeah. I don't know, man.
The Queen.
We are in dire straits when we have like this guy is he's totally dementia out. I know how it is, you know. It's rough to have dementia, you know, and if there's people out there that have dementia, that's what happened to my mom. But those people should not be the president of the United States of America.
No.
You know, so
we're
in bad shape, you know, and we don't even feel sorry for ourselves. This guy is trying to disarm us for the Queen.
Did he sniff the Queen's hair?
Maybe the Queen's not dead. He is part of the Illuminati after all. I mean, they've indicted Trump so many times, and they have not even scratched the surface of Hunter Biden. You know, maybe the Queen is still alive. What do we know?
It's on the same island with Elvis and JFK, right?
And Jim Morrison.
Yeah.
And Jimmy Hendrix.
Jim Morrison.
And who else you want to go? Keep going. John Bottom from Led Zeppelin. Yeah, you started there with him too. Yeah.
Yeah. Night Train is talking about the injunction from the Fifth Court against the new ATF pistol brace rule. At least you're exempt if you're a member of GOA, SAF, FPC. And 42 Chill said, and NRA. I wouldn't chance that if I was you.
I was gonna say I'm not gonna go. I wouldn't go flaunting that and see how it goes. You know.
Yeah. When's the last time you ran into a cop who knew what the law was?
Only if you're going 45 and a 60 like I was. Or 60 and a 45, excuse me. 60 and a 45.
So, yeah, I don't know about that. So what other news? Do you have some news stuff maybe you want to share with us, Roy? Is there some Brownells news out there? By the way,
as a matter of
I'm sorry. Before I do that, let me just remind everyone, if you go to Brownells, you can use the code STRANGE10 and save yourself 10% off. That's right, yes. Raise the roof. Shout out to Brownells. A little bit of that comes back our way. Thank you very much.
Yes.
But we appreciate
it. As a matter
of fact,
this is pretty new. This is our BRN9.
Oh, very nice.
BRN9. It's an upper.
Interesting.
That's a blowback upper chambered in 9mm. It's got a threaded muzzle with a muzzle protector. This one's kind of blue Loctited in because it was a range gun. We didn't want it falling off. It's got Picatinny rail. This one happens to be set up for a Glock mag. Here's my Glock, my 33 round Glock Happy Stick. But the bolt carrier group is designed so it'll work with Glock mags or Colt pattern 9mm mags or CZ Scorpion mags.
Oh, that's what I was just going to ask you. See, look here, look here. See.
Yes. Okay. If you can find a lower that'll fit on, it'll fit on any standard AR-15 lower.
PSA.
Right. I've got a different brand here, and but yeah, this one there's actually a social media video of me hitting steel at 100 yards with this, and
wow,
because of the thing that we were just talking about with it's not really a good idea to have braces in public anymore, despite of the injunction. Hopefully that court case will get determined correctly. I've got a Spikes Tactical that Brownells sells, a Spikes Tactical adapter where I can just put a quick detach sling.
Very nice.
And just sling that sucker up. So I was wearing this. In fact, this was part of my get-up. I was wearing this at Kevin Dixie's Train and Learn at the end of May. So this one was used there. It's self-contained.
Does that sling turn that pistol into a gun? I'm just curious.
No, the pistol actually already is a gun. In this case, it actually already is a gun. But
Whoa,
yeah,
that's what Biden was talking about.
I don't know if you know, that's
right.
a factory. That is a factory gun.
Yeah.
So this is a sling. This is a sling, not a brace. So I don't think that increases the caliber or makes it into a gun. So it's still just a pistol.
Okay.
One last question: is that the Queen's gun?
I don't believe it was the Queen's gun. This one's always been mine.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been mistaken for a Queen sometimes. But,
I wasn't going to say anything about that.
I mean, you have gorgeous hair, but I don't think so. You're still very manly.
Locks now.
Yeah,
yes.
you know.
I just need a tiara. Or
You have the hair of an Adonis and the body of a bear, of a grizzly bear.
That'd make me a bear Donis, right? Bear Donis. Right.
There you go.
This is really cool. I like the BRN9. This is my personal one.
So those are out now. Those are for sale on the website. Okay.
Yes. Also going on right now. Go ahead.
No, listen. I'm listening.
Yep. Right now on the website, the Brownells MPO scopes. I have an example of the 1-to-6 donut on this particular BRN 180. The MPO scopes are on significant sale right now. We're doing kind of a summer push on those. So the big ones are about $300 off, and the other two, the 1-to-6 and the 1-to-8, are about $200 off. So be sure and check out MPO scopes. They are made with high quality Japanese glass. They're packed with features that you'd expect on scopes that cost quite a bit more, and all MPO models are on sale right now. So check.
Okay, very cool. What kind of like warranty and stuff like that is on those?
We've got the Brownells Forever guarantee.
Oh, okay, awesome, very cool. And I actually have from you guys. I actually have a Foxtrot mic upper here.
Yes.
That we're going to be doing some stuff. Walter's going to be building something out of it. Ooh, side charging, 556.
Yes.
Yeah.
We'll be
That looks good.
Whether.
Yeah. I don't know what your plans are for this build, Walt.
I don't know.
I gotta get
see
this
when I get my fingers on it. See what.
Yeah, I got to get this over to you, and plus I got some stuff that came in from Pixamite. Pixamite sent me some cool cars and stuff like that.
All those cars mine, or one of them out of there?
All those bikes. He said all the bikes in here belong to Walter.
Damn.
Yes, I know. That's what I said. But he, I would have kept some of them. But he said
you
said
can.
a bunch of cool cars.
I'm running out of space for that kind of stuff. I really am.
Nah, I'm gonna bring a few. They're very cool. They're very cool. You got to start a collection of bikes. I mean, there's some mini bikes and stuff like that in there. So, yeah.
Okay.
This is cool. I like this, and I'm looking forward to see what you do. You doing something folding? What are you doing?
Well, I don't know. Like I said, I got to touch it and see what I'm thinking.
Massage
it.
Something else.
Gotta find out what color its aura is, right?
You're right.
Find out what its sign is.
I have to feel what emotions it
speaks to you. Yes.
Are you gonna paint it? Are you gonna paint it at all? I think I noticed.
No, I don't know if I'm gonna. I don't think I'm that emotionally messed up, but I'll see. We'll see.
And you guys can go check out Brownells, and correct me if I'm wrong. I think that the Alumahide is back, right?
Yes, Alumahide is back.
Trying to get this pulled
lots
up
of
here.
different colors should be, if I remember correctly. Yes.
Yes. Very nice. Yes, there you go. Alumahide is back.
I was very happy to hear, Roy, that upper, the 9mm one, will feed off the CZ CZ magazine. Because
now, I have not personally tried the CZ, but in all the copy they were telling us that just about any type of double stacked 9mm mag, that bolt carrier group should fit with it, as long as you can find a lower that will take that mag.
Right.
What? Which lower did you use? Yours is a Glock mag, right? Which lower are you using on yours?
We had a great sale on some KE Arms lowers.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, shout out to KE Arms. Yeah, we love KE Arms. Yep. Okay.
So, I had to snap one of those up, and I've got this lovely Trigicon MRO up top, and it works great. Like I said, I've been able to hit steel targets at 100 yards with this without a whole lot of problem.
Okay.
It is a hoot.
That's impressive. That's very impressive.
So you can do obviously Glock. You can do CZ.
Yep. Do Colt.
Right.
Colt.
Oh, you can do Colt. Okay. Yeah.
Yep. I
that
think
should
it
be-
works with HK too. If you can find a lower that'll accept HK mags.
That's
But it's designed to fit on an AR-15 style.
Quarter Circle 10, I think, does HK.
Or, yeah, they
lowers.
do. They do. Yep.
Yeah. Quarter
PSA
Circle
for the-
10 will have some good ones too. Yeah.
For the CZ lower. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who did Brownells partner up with to do that upper?
I believe
Can he
BRN.
say?
Yeah. Can you tell us who does the BRN?
I don't know that I can say that.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right.
But it is we are partnering with somebody who is making that.
Okay.
Okay. So the same
Because
person, the same people are doing all the different BRNs, right?
It depends on which model.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is not the 9 is not really one of the BRN 180s. The BR 180s are done by somebody else.
Okay.
That's all. Actually, what you just said is all I need to know.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, the BRN 9 is called the BRN 9 because it's a Brownells house product. It's got our
Right.
branding on it, but it is not actually part of the BRN 180s. Those are their own thing. Yep.
Okay.
Now
Okay.
I've got one more here. I would really
Yeah.
like to show.
Hit
If
us
that's
with it.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
By the way, I love your Lot Lao shirt. That's
No.
awesome.
Oh yeah,
How-
I gotta represent.
How dare you show off guns to people? No.
Oh my gosh. I don't have a problem. I can stop anytime I want to. I just don't want to stop.
Right.
Brownells is the exclusive retail outlet for the Howa 1500 actions, barreled
Oh,
actions,
Mhm.
and this is one of the mini actions
Mhm.
in 6mm arc. And
Oh, really? Okay.
yeah, I know we've got we're switching topics here, so you want to see the counter. We've
Yeah,
got
you're good.
the brand new Bell and Carlson stocks for Howa mini action. This one's the tan with the black spider web, the M40 pattern with the cheek piece, and then the mounts, the scope mounts and the Vortex scope here. Every single piece on this little beauty is of course for sale at Brownells.com, and Brownells is the only place you can buy an assembled barreled action Howa 1500. And I think this is Howa 1500 number 7 or number 8 for me. I'm not sure.
Jesus.
Wow.
But this one's 6 arc, baby. Oh my goodness, it's a bolt gun in 6mm arc.
So
and there's
how-
video of me
how-
already hitting 500-yard steel standing with this thing. So
Okay.
ooh, I like 6mm arc. Ooh,
Yeah, we're coming right back. Yeah.
okay, bye.
We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of great companies like High Point Firearms and Full Forge Gear, bags and gear for everyday life. Did you know High Point is an American family-owned and operated company located in Ohio with over 30 years of manufacturing experience? High Point is proud to be the home of the working man's gun and your source for affordable handguns and carbines with a lifetime warranty. So when you're in the market, please consider High Point. Okay, we should have thought about that when we were talking about Ohio.
High Point?
Right, High Point.
Yeah, High Point. Yeah, High Point's from Ohio. Boom, there you go.
Right here. That is
Is it-
Howa 6.5 Creedmoor 24-inch threaded heavy barrel with a.
Explain to me the 6.5 or what ammo was that?
So that's 6mm arc. I've never seen that.
What is it?
6mm arc. It's like 243 that fits into standard AR-15.
Okay.
Hornady is
6mm arc.
Yeah, 6mm ARC. I've been messing around with 6mm arc for almost 2 years now when it first came out from Hornady, and it's basically ballistically it's like a 243 that fits in an AR-15, like a 103 grain bullet, 105 grain bullet.
Okay. And you guys
yeah.
have it. You got well. This one's out of stock.
That one's out of stock.
Let's see if we can just see what it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
Get some pictures here of the 6mm. Oh,
So it's a shortened 243?
Sorta, but it's a neck. It's a 6.5 Grendel that's necked down to 6mm, but it uses longer bullets than the standard 243. But it's still the same diameter.
Let me see if I can pull it up on
long, skinny, 103 or 105 grain bullets that fly really, really amazingly.
How fast is it? Is it like what 3,200 feet per second, 3,300?
It's just under 3,000 feet per second, and of course it depends on the barrel length.
Okay. Is it well received? I know there's a bunch of different rounds out there.
It's one of the ones I think it's getting more traction. I was totally clueless about it till I actually got my hands on we used to sell an Aero Precision, I believe, complete upper that would drop on any standard AR lower, and I got one, and then I was able. Anytime I wanted to take a rookie shooter to the range and get them their very first hit at 500 yards, I take my 6 arc.
Okay.
It's just stupid easy. I mean, you just dial the scope and say, okay, put the crosshairs in the middle, hold your breath, press the trigger, ding.
Okay.
It's amazing.
It's probably super flat shooting then.
Very flat.
Oh
as they
yes,
say.
very flat. And then a couple of years ago, if you know the Guns Out TV guys, I was present on a deer hunt where they both had 6 arcs. Brownells was able to set them up with, and they whacked the heck out of some deer in Georgia with 6 arc. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah. So it works real good on deer. I've witnessed that firsthand. But and I've already got an AR, but the idea of having a little light handy bolt gun in that cartridge, and I went, yes, please.
Yeah.
And so it took several months for the heavy barrel Howa 1500 mini actions to get in stock, and I snapped one of those up. And then I was waiting for these glorious Bell and Carlson, really nice, stiff, well put together stocks to come in, and she's a honey. Ooh,
okay.
Yes.
All right.
Ooh,
yeah.
yes.
I need to go out there and see how that is. Is the ammo expensive or?
Yeah, it can be. Yeah.
Okay. You guys have a bunch of different guns in 6mm arc. I see, by the way.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And it fits into standard AR-15, and this is the mini action.
Stag.
So it's a little bitty short. Yep. And you can get a barrel, a 6-arc barrel, and a 6.5 Grendel bolt carrier group, and that's really all you need to convert any AR-15. So yeah, $35 a box for Hornady Precision when we have it in, and we had some in, and it sold out quickly. Yeah.
Okay.
But if you get a chance to run some 6-arc, especially on some like 500-yard targets, do it. Oh yeah. Yes. Yeah, I was one of those guys. I mean, 6-arc, who cares? And then I made the mistake of pulling the trigger on one and went, ooh.
Okay. Yeah.
We even sell a Geisley AR-15. Oh baby, we sell a Geisley AR-15 in 6-arc too that I don't have yet.
How is it? How is that round suppressed? And are there integrally suppressed barrels for it? That would be nice, on it.
That I don't know about integrally suppressed barrels.
Come on.
I haven't.
Why are you hiding your face, Patrick?
But it runs suppressed well, because on the deer hunt, both the guns were also equipped with suppressors. I forget which company sent them along, but both guns were run with suppressors, and it suppresses real well. Yeah.
Integrally suppressed barrels for everything.
Amen. Sure. Hallelujah. Out at big box stores. Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
Absolutely.
You know, that that BRN 9mm, that's what that needs. Integrally suppressed barrel on that bad boy.
Ooh, yes. Oh heck yeah. I haven't put my can on this one yet, but I'm going to. I'm absolutely going to.
And then other than that, we just need to figure out how to make it a bullpup. You know, I don't know.
We were up, and then all of a sudden you're up.
Right.
Okay, go. If you guys have questions while Roy's here, go for it.
Yeah, hit me.
Yeah.
Now this is not new. I mean, it's new to me. But yes, I had a retro rifle, and I wanted new furniture, so I snacked up. I snacked up one of the very few remaining brown retro furniture sets. But the reason I want to show this is I've got the 4-power retro scope on it.
And
there will be social media content of me getting hits at 4 and 500 yards, just flipping between the settings here at the top. So I get 2 hits at 4 and I flip it over to 5. But I can't let any cats all the way out of any bags yet, but there will be something very, very cool happening fairly soon with these optics. So look for that. And as soon as I get the green light to tell you, there'll be something cool happening with these 4-power optics.
Does Brownells have... Go ahead, Walt.
I happen to have a retro rifle too, courtesy of Hank Strange.
Oh, cool.
But it has no optic on it, so...
Right.
Oh, so what you're saying is you need an optic.
those optics, Hank has when I've shot it.
Yeah, they're nice.
It is Japanese glass. It's super
Yep.
clear. I heard
Yep.
rumor, and I don't know if this can be said, that it actually comes out of the same factory that made the originals, or there was some semblance in there where the original ones were made, kind of still makes them. But no, super
Right.
clear glass. They're real fun.
Really, really clear glass. It is high quality Japanese made glass. And I would say you're getting pretty warm with some of your guesses. That's all I'll say. Yeah. But this is just,
Yeah. Have you
I
ever
mean,
shot? I don't know
yeah.
if have you shot
Yeah.
that one, that optic, Walt?
No, I haven't shot the gun
Oh,
at all
okay.
yet, actually.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But
What was
I confirmed all the settings. Says it's got the little dial. It's got your 100, 200 yard, and then it goes up to 3, and then 4, and then 5. It's probably really hard to see on my crappy computer camera, but they work. They absolutely work. I verified it, and again, there's going to be upcoming social media content of me switching between a 4 and 500 yard target and getting hits just by flipping the dial from the 4 to the 500 yard setting.
Okay. So,
Really?
let's let people know if folks want to find you on social media. We'll cover it at the end too, but I know you're
My
mentioning
personal
that.
my personal is going to be Possum Fatback, but a lot of the stuff I'm doing it shows up on Brownells Inc. Brownells Inc.
There you go.
Check that one out. Yep.
Yeah.
That's the official Brownells account.
And any big Brownell shows coming up that we want to talk about?
As far as big shows, well, we've got GunCon coming up this weekend, and then we're going to be going to the. I've got the green light to go to the Guns Out TV Range Day coming up in August.
Okay, GunCon. That's John. Yeah. When's that coming up?
GunCon is the open to the public part is this coming Saturday, June 24th.
Okay, there you go. All right, cool, very cool.
Pardon me. Yep.
Yeah. By the way, shout out to John Patton.
were-
He's also a van guy now. I don't know if you know. Well,
Yep.
you know that. You've seen his.
Yeah.
van.
In fact,
got a bright yellow
he's
van.
in his big van headed our way right now. GunCon, the 500 tickets went on sale and they sold out within about less than a week. So there are no more tickets available, but also there are going to be various content creators live streaming the panel discussions.
Okay.
And where is that?
We're hosting it at Brownells in the warehouse.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, one of these years we got to go out there. I'm actually going to be on the road this weekend, so I won't be here next week. I'm going to Indiana though.
Yep.
There's also
Cool.
a thing. Yeah, there's also a thing going on. But I run into John all the time at the van stuff now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
his big yellow Sprinter van's kind of hard to miss.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. He just put lights, a bunch of lights and stuff like that on it. So, shout out to him. And then what did you say? There was another show coming up after that?
In August, the Guns Out TV Range
Guns
Day
Out,
at,
yes,
at,
yes.
at XCal
Yes.
in Virginia.
Right.
I'm making plans already. I'm going to be there.
Yeah. Yeah. Shout out to Shermichael and John. We had the Guns Out TV. Were you guys? I don't know if you guys were on when the Guns Out TV guys came on. That was a while ago. I'm not sure if they're coming back on to promote the shoot or not. We'll see. And then isn't I think Iraq Veterans coming up too?
Yeah, that's first weekend in October. Yep.
Yeah.
Must be. It's just. I imagine it must be exhausting being Roy, traveling all over, shooting all the guns.
This poor guy. He's got to schlep around to all these
It's
shows.
a hard, glossy life.
He's got to shoot all these guns. He's got to hang out with all these gun guys.
Right.
You
I'm
know,
constantly on the road. I have to.
Yeah,
I
it's
have
tough.
to take
It's
guns
tough on
to
a
the
man.
range and make content, and then I have to do all the work part stuff too. So
Yeah.
So,
yeah, I'll be setting up tents and putting out 500 chairs and all sorts of fun stuff coming up. But yeah, every job's got its.
Yeah, there's always some work. There's always some work in it. What's up, Walt?
no, I was going to ask Roy, the brown furniture, are they all gone, or there's still some of that around?
To my knowledge, I think I may have gotten the very last set of the brown.
Okay.
There might still be some of the black or the green. If you have to get on Brownells.com and search for retro furniture. The retro guns will not be coming back as full guns, but there are more parts coming. Hopefully soon. There's stuff coming.
So no more full guns, but parts.
Nope, but parts.
Okay.
You'll still be able to roll your own. Yep.
Okay. Okay. You thinking thoughts, Walter? What's happening?
No, I just from talking to other people in the industry about retro parts. Okay.
Is it getting tough to get retro parts out there, or what's the deal?
There's more knockoff retro parts. I mean, retro parts themselves, I was kind of astonished what Apex wanted for some of their retro parts, thoroughly used retro parts.
Did you see the?
My God.
Yeah,
my retro parts are worth that much money?
Yeah,
right.
Beaten crap 1980s issue teens for like $950.
Everything has gone up, and nothing is coming back down. Nothing is going to come back down. I'm telling you.
Anything Brownells retro, on the website, it's never used. It's always factory new by whatever supplier. But dude, I remember like Sarco Inc. You could get an actual real deal M16A1 parts kit for like $300. Everything with the lower.
Yeah.
That was like 15 years ago, 20 years ago.
They had a deal. I built my M16A1 off of a Sarco parts kit. They ran a special during Trump's era.
Where is it, Patrick? Come on, show us some guns.
You want me to go? Okay, I'll go down to the safe.
Yes,
I'll grab it, and I'll grab your Walther. I'll be right back.
Oh, yes, thank you very much. And then Walter has also gone off to grab guns.
Well, I mean, I could find it.
No, grab it, Walt. Grab it.
I gotta dig deep.
Oh, I see you got your Brownells shirt back there, too.
Yes,
the one that's
beautiful.
The size too small for me. Yes, that one.
Oh.
Okay, what size was that? Remind me what size that was, and I'll dig around and see if I can find a better one.
Medium.
This was an XL. I need a.
Oh.
Okay, like a 2X.
Probably a 2X to get it to button up right. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's what they call barrel-chested.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, call me what you like. Call me late for dinner.
Call me late for dinner.
No, Brownells has awesome swag, man. They have awesome swag.
No. Okay. It's a really cool shirt. I'd wear it if I could button it up and be comfortable.
Yeah.
I'd wear the damn thing.
Right.
Yeah, I think Peggy can get into that one, right?
And and it has some colors that are pretty gauche nowadays. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
So
that was complete coincidence and happy accident.
Yeah. No, I get that.
Right. Sure. Absolutely.
It might set some people. It sets some people off, but who fucking cares?
Yeah. So you're not grabbing any retro guns?
I have to dig really deep. I know where it's at, but I mean it's a process. So
I'm going to show off. This is something I got from Brownells. This is my my SIG P320, and this is a Patmos. It's got a Patmos upper on it. Check that out. I think I've shown you guys this before.
Oh yeah.
What is the name? I forgot the name of
there
these.
It is.
Yeah. Damn it.
Is that the Wilson Combat model?
Yeah, Wilson Combat.
Oh yeah, baby.
Why is it not? Okay, come on now. Oh, there we go. Okay, there we go. Boom! Look at that. Look at that deliciousness right there. Yeah.
Oh yeah. How's it shoot?
Very nice. We need to get you out here and do some shooting, man.
Yes. Oh,
we haven't done a shoot with you in a while. We need to get you out here.
I know what that is. Yep.
Speaking of retro, I picked this up at the auction too, an AR-7 with some inside here.
Old one.
And this is a Charter Arms one too,
the Charter, not a Henry. That's who's making it.
Not a Henry, no. Yeah.
Okay, so that's an original.
Yes, correct.
Oh, so that's more like the one that was in the James Bond movie then.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Oh, cool. Shout out to Shooting Gallery.
Didn't Armalite make that at one point?
Yeah, the very first one.
Yeah, the very first one.
Okay, so is it the Armalite that's in? These things are in a bunch of movies, actually.
Yeah, it's.
So this was a Sarco.
Oh, there we go.
Oh yeah.
Look at that.
They ran during Trump's time. They ran a special on these parts kits. Was total parts kit and the barrel was just at $400. Like you got everything minus the lower. And then I ghost gunned my own lower and did some engraving on it to make it look official. So it's 80% lower that I did some engraving. But no, this is one of those that like I would never give it up. I like this thing.
Oh yeah,
full length M16s are fun.
20-inch barrel AR, yes baby, yes.
That's what those guns were designed to be.
Yep.
That's why they shoot nicer and the whole 9 yards. So
yeah.
Flying Rich says he needs an AR-7. Doesn't anyone have a 3D print of an AR? Hey, let me show this wall. Hold on, I'll go full screen.
Oh, I tell you what, Rich, this receiver to 3D print would be a piece of cake.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
Yeah.
What's
so
up
we're gonna.
with that?
What I want to do with this is, these are supposed to float and all that stuff. So when we get together, we're gonna throw it in a barrel of water and see what it does.
I've got a newer one from Henry. Oh, what's this? Hold on.
So for the old birthday this year, Marley let me do an A4. So this is
A4.
Yeah, this is an A4 styled M16, and now I just need to get an A2 to round out the collection. I got
A1, A2,
oh, hey,
A4.
Speaking of that, Patrick,
you need a Canadian C7 too.
I would love to have one if I get. Those are pretty hard to get.
Bear Creek Arsenal is running an A2 type upper with the bolt carrier really cheap now. Really cheap.
I just bought Roy. I just spent. So we got a 6-month-old, 5-month-old, 5.5.
I know, I understand. I got all the guns I want. Oh, look at that! Oh, look at that!
Yeah, I'm doing great. I'm doing great. I bought a little bit of body armor. I bought some other stuff, and then this guy that I've done some horse trading with texted me a week ago, and he's like, "Hey, do you want an A2 upper? It's an all Colt A2 upper, $500 or $550." And I was like, "I'll ask around. I don't need it." And then I started getting to like, I kind of want that. And then I looked at the picture. Next to the A2 upper was a Remington Model 8 with missing the handguard. And I was like, hey, dude. That Model 8, I've wanted a Model 8 for a long time, because that's like Provenance going up to the AK with the safety and a bunch of other things.
Right. That's from like the 1920s or whatever, or even 1908, right? The semi-automatic box magazine. Yeah.
And I was like,
35 Remington or whatever. Yeah.
Are you looking to move that? What's going on with that? And he was like, yeah, it's been sitting forever. I don't really need it. I was going to fix it. I'll move it if you want. He did some back and forth.
What is the deal with this guy?
He does a lot of horse trading. He's just one of those guys that gets stuff and sells stuff and buys stuff.
If he has an arm pistol, someone right here who's looking for an arm pistol.
Did you say arm pistol?
Yes, an arm
pistol.
Did you
say arm pistol?
Yes.
He's probably more like Walter Senior, because Walter holds on to everything, where Senior moves stuff. But yeah, we talked a little bit, and he was like, "How about $600?" And I was like, I don't need that. I have the money, and I'm gonna spend it. And I told Marley, I was like, "Yeah, $600. I just bought myself a Remington Model 8, and you have to deal with it."
Dude. The baby will survive.
It's been in. Oh my god, I've wanted a Model 8 for years, and the prices on those things are just going up and up and up.
Up and up, crazy, stupid. Yeah.
Dan hates
what's that one chambered in?
Unfortunately, unfortunately, it's 30 Remington.
30 Remington. Okay, right.
So yeah, 35 Remington. They still make ammo for it. You can still buy all that. 30 Remington's a little hard. I've heard, and I got 10 seconds. I've heard that you can trim the back off of 30 Winchester. So I'm gonna try that.
Okay, cool.
With Armslist, you can shop the extensive list of local and nationwide firearms classified, now with more confidence because of their built-in firewall. For only $6.99 a month for personal use, or $30 a month for business vendors, so when you're in the market, please consider Armslist. We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of great companies like Armslist. I tell you what, Roy, when you're on, more guns come out. Check this out.
I know, right?
Yes.
Does this look familiar to you?
Now, is that the original P80 style?
It's a Gen 1 Glock.
Gen 1 Glock.
Gen 1 Glock. Gen 1 Glock. I don't know if it was the last time, but one of the last times I saw you, we did a video with the guy that has the second best hair in the gun business.
Right.
What's his name
What's
again?
His name?
I don't know.
Yeah, Caleb. Caleb.
Sauron Van Sorsen, something like that. Baron von Savant. Shout out to Caleb. But remember, they were doing a thing with this, and I was like, I think I got to get one of those.
Yes.
I don't know if you remember that.
Right, when Glock, they did a limited run of them, right? It was in this original Tupperware plastic container.
No. That's an actual Glock. You're talking about this.
Okay, right.
The pistol,
Glock did a P8 run, and then they also did a Gen 1 run. That was
a Gen 1 that did both. They did both.
Yeah, you can get it with these. Where did you find that? Some gun store had a real Gen 1 sitting there, right?
Yeah, in Ocala, my friend Bubba Roadkill. See, this is with the Tupperware and everything from the pistole. The pistole. Yeah, with the Tupperware. Now, that actual Gen 1 Glock, I don't have the Tupperware. I gotta find the Tupperware from somewhere. And
Walter's just showing off.
Walter's got the arm pistol rolling, baby.
Yeah, he's just flexing on me right now.
The world's most... the world's most...
He might be interested
completely useless firearm, almost. That
was from the Department of Good Ideas, right? That's where that came from.
Maybe if they would have built it in the original, like 218B or something like that, in a more... Or 5.7. This would be cool in 5.7.
Yeah, you know what I think? You should get rid of that, Walter, and I'll take it off your hands.
Is that a 31 Pocket Dragoon?
Oh,
it is absolutely... Golly!
Go ahead, show it again.
Your knowledge of guns is incredible. 31
I'm a gun nut, man. Oh, hell yeah.
Walter has got to come up because we're gonna do a black powder day at some
point. Yes.
I bought this thing, not working. I got some original parts from a source. I hand fitted a bunch of stuff, and I got it to... Oh, wait, there we go. I got it where it will cycle to action.
Oh, my goodness.
So
now, is that original, or is that Italian reproduction?
1851 or 1852.
Oh, dude.
All matching the numbers on the bottom. I don't know if it'll focus on
baby.
Yeah, it's got all matching numbers on it.
Hold on.
That's a real one. That's a real one.
Real deal.
I'll go back to you. Hold on.
There it is. Yeah, you can see. There's serial on the bottom if anybody wants to look it up.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a beater. It's not a collector's item at all in the shape that it's in.
It's still cool.
It's in the 1850s, dude. And it's going to go bang. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing.
That's called patina. That's called patina.
So I got some Go-X. I got some caps. I got the mold. I'm gonna find. The only thing I'm looking for right now is lead. I got to find real soft lead, not wheel weights.
Right, not wheel weights.
So I can cast some balls. And I'm ready. I want to take this thing out and make it work again because that is really
heck
cool.
Yeah. That's an actual piece of history. Now Walt's got something over there. It's got the 3-prong. It's got shiny. Is that a Brownells upper? It's teardrop.
Oh no!
I don't think
it's thing.
Yeah, this is
It's the real thing. Is that a Colt 601 or a?
You know, I bought these. Showed up at Knob Creek one year for about I think 200, 250 a piece, the uppers, and I bought like 3 of them.
Yeah. That's the duckbill flash hider.
That's the duckbill. Yes, that's even older.
That's not the 16E1. That's the duckbill.
Yeah.
Listen to this story. I ran into a fellow that was in the military out at MacDill Air Force Base, and when out at MacDill Air Force Base, when they had all these guns in their armory, their early ARs. And they updated them to M4s, and they took the uppers off and cut them all up. He brought me. Oh, I know it's sad. He brought me cut up parts, but he brought me a good duckbill thing, and they threw the stocks. One guy showed up at this gun show one time with the early style rounded butt stocks with no trapdoor. They threw those in a dumpster, and he fished them out of a dumpster.
Interesting.
At that time, the vintage stuff was not.
Nobody cared. It was junk.
Right.
Yeah, it was old junk that nobody wanted.
Who wants that stuff? I can get a quad rail. That kind of thought. You know?
Yeah, now the quad rails are people that people don't want.
Interesting connection there, Walter. We when I was in college, my grandfather and my uncle owned a construction company, small construction company. And we actually, my freshman year of college, got a contract from MacDill for I want to say the Marine, it might have not been the Marine Armory. It might have been Army. Trading out, we went into their armory, took down all of the racks and put in M4 racks because they were moving from M16s to M4s. So at that same time, they were probably sawing those things up. So.
Oh, yeah.
We had to strip the entire armory and move them from the tall racks to the short racks.
What I don't have is the original non-serrated bolt carriers.
Right.
And it seems
chrome,
like okay for folks that make this kind of stuff, making the bolt carrier without the serrations is easier than making it with the serrations, but they charge 3 times as much for one without the serrations. So,
yep.
And then if you go
it's called capitalism, Walt.
Chrome
if you
is
go
even
chrome, if you go chrome, then they add another $100 on it. So, like,
Hey, you know, I mean, people have to get what people have to get.
What I find in this world is you'd have to be patient a little bit because the cycle of life is constantly changing in the gun world. So,
right now Brownells has nickel bolt carrier groups M16 for $99 right now.
Without serrations.
Looks like
this
it has
is why.
serrations.
This is why they keep Roy around. Is he is just the best at selling on while we're out there.
It's just because Roy's a customer too, you know.
Yeah, I know.
Brownells is the
he's not just the
most expensive,
he's not just
most
the player
expensive job
president.
I've ever had.
He's an evangelist and all.
Yeah.
Right. It's the most expensive job I've ever had. Yes.
He's not just a member, he's a player president.
When I was working at a gun store briefly, I walked out of there with like 5 or 6 things. Like every couple weeks, I was like, Marley, I'm buying this. And they were trade-in, so they would pay 10 cents on the dollar for things. And I'm like, I walked in one time and somebody had just traded in a Ruger 2245 Mark III. And they had paid him like $250. And I was like, don't even waste your time. Don't put that in the cabinet. That's coming home with me. I'm taking it right now.
Were you there that time when that guy brought in the zip pistol and they didn't even want it? And I was like, I'll take it. And they just took it. They just took it and threw it at me. They're like,
yeah, they were like, we can't give you money.
Yeah.
Okay, well, what flavor's that? What flavor is that?
Is when the CMP still had M1 carbines,
right?
We ordered some.
Even take the tag off.
And this is what tag's still on it. One of them. And this is what came in. This is one that my dad had. My dad passed away in December. So
sorry.
And this was not a special. This was just what the CMP had, you know. And I'm like, oh yeah, this thing's
nice.
What receiver does it have?
I just sent some guns to auction. I had in that stuff I sent to the auction. I had a rack grade M1 that came from the CMP. It sold for $1,300.
Oh my good God!
I think when we bought that they were $650 or $600 from the CMP.
$650. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
I was shooting an M1 carbine on June 6th. Mine's got an Underwood typewriter company receiver.
Oh yeah.
And an Inland barrel that is date stamped 644. So
cool.
it's a mix master, but it does have a June 44th barrel from Inland.
That's cool.
That's the interesting thing about M1 carbines is most of them were mix masters. Very few of them came directly from one place.
Yeah.
They just sourced parts from everywhere, stuck them together,
and they went through Arsenal and got reconditioned.
They got re-put together after they picked up off the battlefield and all sorts of things.
This stock is nice. It's not the original stock that came with
it's a pot belly. Yep.
I think this batch of carbines came back from Denmark or someplace like that over there.
They were police issued, the one I want's the Rockola Jukebox Company carbine. That's the one I keep lusting over. Oh dude.
Rockola is the coolest.
Is that okay? Because what did they made?
They made jukeboxes.
They
made
jukeboxes.
And the Rockolas. They made less of the Rockolas. Rockolas was a major. Yeah.
Okay.
And
because all these companies had to switch over to making stuff, right?
Right, for the war effort.
Well, General Motors was Inland, and they made Inland made the most of them. That's the most.
That's what I have, thanks to Walther, because I bought one off of Walther. I have an Inland.
And by the way, Patrick, you stole that. So.
Right.
I don't know.
If you ever come across a 1911 pistol made by the Singer Sewing Machine Company, you can buy a house with it.
Really?
Yes.
Oh wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because there was only about 500 of them made. They were issued to bomber crews. Most of the bomber crews with them were shot down over Germany, and there's very few of them known to still be left. I've handled one before, and they have a little S on them. Yeah, so if you find a Singer Mark 1911, you're looking at probably like $150,000.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
That's like finding that. Did you see that German sword that they found? Did you see that?
Yes, Bronze Age sword. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But it didn't have a bronze blade though. Am I correct?
No.
Or did it have?
I didn't look deep.
Yeah.
I know the hilt was. I'm trying to see where
Bronze
was
Age
that?
sword.
Yeah.
All right. So, in the world of
I'll throw this up. By the way, hold on one second. Hold on. And Flying Rich says hashtag BOP. Hey Roy. And he wants to know.
Flying Rich.
And he wants to know if I'm in the EV van. Yes, I am. Absolutely. Everything right now, the show has been powered on electricity.
Yeah, Walter, it's bronze. The whole hilt, blade, everything's bronze.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that thing was in excellent condition. I think it's alien technology. I think.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Look at that
Bronze doesn't age terribly, and it looks like it was buried ceremonially with somebody, so it was not used in combat.
Yeah, they said it was with a man and a woman and a child.
A family burial,
But really, how did they know? How did they know?
Look at the bones. Look at the...
How they identified back then. You don't know that, Hank. How dare you?
Oh, geez.
How can you say that?
I didn't catch on to what the hell he was... I was like, what the hell is he talking about?
How do you know what they identified as? Come on.
Hey, Hank, my earpiece is beeping. That means that the battery's running low.
Okay.
I've had it charged up all week, but if it goes dead, it's just dead.
Okay, so. We'll figure out something. And that sword looks like for heavy chopping. That looks like took off limbs. Yeah.
Well, that's for taking limbs off. It's arms.
Yeah.
And you know what? You know what always makes all those kind of old weapons so rare is because back in the old days, when the battle was over, whoever won the battle cleaned everything off the battlefield. Mm-hmm. Everything that was reusable. Either they reused it, or they melted it down, they made it into new swords. Nothing got left behind. Not like in current conflicts where shit gets buried and left, and who cares? You know, blah blah blah. But yeah, that's why you don't find anything like that. It's hard to find
400 man-hours to knock one of those out. You're not going to leave it on the battlefield.
Yeah, that's a beautiful sword. I mean...
Yeah, and a lot of places in the ancient world, even temples and buildings got taken apart. Once that regime was out of power, the locals came and stripped the whole thing and built their own houses out of it.
Yeah, that sword looks kind of Roman too, but I could be wrong. Maybe I'm just mixing up the periods.
There are Swedes and Danes and Finns that have gone digging in their walls and been like, holy shit, this house is made out of wood from a ship from 1427, and it's marked right here.
Yeah, that Bronze Age sword is older than the Roman Empire. That is, that's 3,000 years old. Yeah,
that's nuts to think that anything exists.
Well, bronze.
Yeah.
Bronze.
Well, wait a minute.
It was softer, but it was some pretty badass.
Well, Walter wants to show off his magazine.
I got a magazine from 1970.
Oh, okay, well, go for it.
No, this is a. Tell me. Okay, what is this? What kind of magazine is this for everybody out there? Can you just looking at it?
It's an AR magazine.
It's 308. I'll give you a hint. It's 308.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
It looks like it should be for an HK-53, which is... It looks like it should be 5.56, but it's...
Well, actually, in actuality, it does look like a 30-round HK mag, but it's actually a 25-round Centme mag.
Oh, Centme! Okay.
Which I didn't know existed until I was buying these guns on that auction, and it came up in a lot with a cheap old AK-74 mag from a company that nobody likes to buy their mags from, and I was like,
is that Tapco?
Is that an HK mag or is that a Centme mag? And it looked like a Centme mag, so I bought it for like I forget what I paid for the lot. But anyways, after looking it up, they did make a 25-round magazine, and they're not that common really. So I did all right.
I've never seen one until right now. Yeah,
I hadn't seen one till that auction. So
and I don't have a Centme. I've always wanted one. The Spanish contract version of the HKs. Yeah, the roller lock goodness in 308. Yes.
So
y'all gonna make me get everything out of the Stargate. Oh, there we go.
There you go with the wood furniture.
Hold it up there, Patrick. Hold it up there.
Haven't even painted it yet. It's still got the weld bluing on it and everything, but it functions. It works.
Cool.
Oh, does he? Do you actually have magazine? Oh, look at that! Now they got matches.
Oh, dude,
they're twinsies.
Now I got Centme envy. I've got Centme envy now. Yes.
This one's not complete. There's no burl in it.
I'm gonna start cursing in Spanish right now.
Nakado Taco Bell.
Oh. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. There you go.
Anyways, we'll shoot this next time we get together.
Yeah. Shooting Gallery says, ironically, I've seen them when I lived in Mass. Centmes were really popular. A few came through the shop and they sold for big money. And Flying Rich says he has a Set Me Parts kit.
Oh, heck yeah.
I got one downstairs that I got to do a video on. I got a parts kit, I got a barrel, I got all the I got everything. I just need to do it, and I haven't.
Yep.
Because I have a baby. So
Oh yeah,
babies,
yeah, sure.
Babies keep you busy.
Priority.
That's so convenient. You have a baby
Battle
until you don't.
baby. Battle rifle baby.
The baby
baby's
will be
gonna
fine.
win. He's gonna win for a while. Yeah, he's gonna win for a while.
That baby doesn't look like he's missing any meals.
Oh, he's easy.
Well, that's a good thing. They're not
Yeah, he's
look
eating
like
good. Oh, absolutely. Lola was like, man, his feet were so chunky. She's like, I've never seen a baby with some chunky toes.
He is nothing but breast milk fed on the goodest of good.
That baby's gonna be real big. He's gonna be big.
He's gonna start stretching out. He's on a growing spurt right now. He's been eating a lot. I think he's gonna start stretching a little, and he's gonna thin out when he. If you look at old pictures of Marley and I from like middle school, high school, early college, we were both skinny as a rail. So that boy's gonna be.
This is what we get for calling him Chromie V.
Chrome Van Diem.
Yeah,
Chrome Van Diem.
Like Chrome Van Diem.
We
I
ruined
tried
him.
Roy. Everybody I know, every woman I know that's pregnant, I try to get to name their child Chrome Van Diem.
Chrome Van Diem, right? And Van Diem Steel.
Nobody has bought that.
Well,
yet.
Babyface relented.
Van Diem Steel Jones, right?
Yeah.
I tried to get a American Gun chick to name her kid Chrome.
Oh
Van
yeah.
Diem. She wouldn't do it.
Oh yeah, sure.
So we don't use his real name. His nickname for the
I
internet.
mean, if you
is
think about it, she's Brickell, so why not call her baby Chrome Van Diem?
Chrome, or just Chrome, yeah.
Yeah, shout out to her. But yeah, that you got Chromie V. That's his name.
Chromie V.
That's his stage name. That's
stage name.
No one knows any better. He doesn't know. He's gonna grow up. He's gonna believe his name is Chromie V.
No, he's already responding.
Totally should be.
Yeah.
He's starting to learn his own name. If I say his name at him, he's starting to look and be like, "What? You're talking to me? What do you need?"
I called him Chromie V when I saw him.
Of course you did.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you didn't call him Hank number 1 or something.
I thought about it, but that's a little rude.
Like Hank Jr.
That's a little rude. All right. So let's see what you got. Okay, Walter's throwing off. Do you have some other guns?
I wonder how many. If you could shoot like 50, ding, 75, ding.
Oh heck yeah!
Ding, and then you get the Kentucky windage going on.
Oh yeah. Well, you just do Kentucky windage for 100. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure, Roy. What was it you were shooting? Was it
a life card? I had a 100-yard steel.
Oh, the life card.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's pure insanity.
Yeah. It only took me about 15 shots to figure out the hole. Point
there
it there. And
I guarantee you, Rondan loved that. Rondan.
Oh yes. And shout out to Ron. Ron's awesome.
Yeah.
But I just one more time, just want to say the MPO scopes, good Japanese glass, they're on sale big time at Brownells.
Yep.
So check out Brownells.com, check MPO, and you'll find lots of great deals on some really good scopes.
Yeah. And I'm not sure. Can the Strange 10 code still be used with that? I don't know.
Pushing your luck.
I think
I say do it. Push it.
Baby,
push it.
I mean, the thing to do during the break here is to go to Brownells.com, put one in the cart, and see if the code will apply. I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to see if the code applies.
We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of a DAO, or decentralized autonomous organization like TUSC Crypto. TUSC cryptocurrency is a firearm-friendly e-commerce option for online payment transactions, secured on the blockchain. So when you're in the crypto market, please consider TUSC. TUSC.
542.
Hold on, say that again. So it does work.
Okay, hold on. Let me go to the original price. It's a 1:8 match precision optic MPO, 1:8 by 24 with a duplex reticle. Original price is $800. Sale price is $599. Hank 10 takes it to $542 or
Boom,
something.
and you're welcome. You're welcome. Yeah.
Boom.
There you go. Boom. There you go. So.
Yeah, it makes
money.
a 5 to 25 power like $632.99 total. So
Yeah.
So MPO Strange 10 baby.
Yeah, and Flying Rich says yes. Flying Rich says yes, absolutely. Hank 10 works. He's trying to put something else up there, but he's saying Hank 10. There you
Guess
go.
Hank
what,
10 or
Patrick?
Strange 10?
Strange 10. Strange 10.
Strange 10. Strange 10.
Guess what?
What
I
happened?
see that right there.
That's an FAL?
Yeah, but guess what, Patrick? This has the lower release thing, like a Rhodesian gun.
Uh-huh.
I
I don't even know where you got that, so you have no idea.
I don't know where I got it either, to be honest with you, because I've had it for like 20 freaking years. But
Roy,
what
the
happened
story here is Walter and I are combining forces. He's got the parts kit, I got the skills. We're gonna build and paint a Rhodesian FAL.
But what happened was with the grenade launchers, if you put the release up here, sometimes when they fired the grenade, it popped the release open and the action would open.
Right.
So they moved it down low, and I didn't realize that this was one of those with the low. But it's got what
The
it looks
stuff
like.
that you have that you don't realize.
Walter,
Right.
yeah, Jesus.
I don't realize. I've had, like I said, I've had this stuff for.
He just recently, you were talking about quarter circle 10. Frickin' at least 7 years ago, I bought 2 quarter circle 10 80% lowers. One for him, one
9
for me.
millimeter.
Remember
9
that?
millimeter.
Remember that? Remember
Yep,
it disappeared?
yep.
Yeah, he just found it. Where the hell was
He
it?
found it.
One was in a file cabinet, spacing the files forward, and the other. I didn't do that. My wife did that. And then,
Oh my God.
And then another one was in my machinist toolbox. Not
Yeah.
that he was taking
Oh my
it.
God.
He was just looking at it one time to look.
And it just
compare
got stuck in there. Yeah, there
Yeah,
you
it
go.
got left in
And
there.
they're outdated by now. They're outdated.
Well, now
7 years ago. I want that finished. I would like to see that finished. And we'll put something on there.
Which flavor receiver is that? Is that an
Oh, you
M-Bell
don't-
or somebody else?
You don't want to know. It's a Century Arms. It's a Century Arms one.
It's the Century Arms. I remember when those were out, yes. I built an FAL before I ever built an AR-15.
Oh, really?
Well,
Really?
Like
there was a
20
time-
years ago.
Okay.
There was a time when those FAL kits were everywhere.
Oh, yeah. I got mine from a company for like $175.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Okay.
No.
I was going to say, when I started, I could have bought a FAL, but it was something like $1,200-$1,300, and I was like, nah, it's too much. Should have bought it.
Mine was an Austrian STG-58 kit for $175.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Primitive Hunter 18 says, I procured some 30 Remington today. I will be willing to part with.
Oh my
Are you?
goodness.
You're not even kidding. If you're serious, like
Yeah.
30 Remington is impossible to find.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, he's cool. He's always finding different kinds of ammo.
Hit me up on Instagram. Who is that?
Primitive Hunter 18.
Hit me up on Instagram because
I think he works at a store.
So 30 Remington is almost identical to 30-30 Winchester. This was Remington's way of trying to compete with 30-30.
Right.
They instead of it being a rimmed cartridge, it's a rimless cartridge. That's the only difference, basically. There's a small neck difference, but it's basically a 30-30 that's rimless. So you can chuck the 30-30 stuff in a lathe and cut the rim and then cut in a little bit. That's what I was going to do. But if somebody's got some brass for me,
30 rim brass.
Yeah.
Yeehaw.
Primitive Hunter, hit up, what is it, baby_facepea?
baby_facepea on Instagram. Or you can go to, my Facebook or something like that. Just find me somehow and hit me up.
Yeah, or I think sometimes he hits me on Superphone. Whatever works, I'll get your info to Patrick. Thanks for that, man. Let's see what else we got going on here.
Jesus Christ.
Uh-oh. I'm afraid to even ask.
He's like, remember that Eddie Murphy skit? You got no ice cream. You ain't got no ice cream.
I got your eyes.
Yeah.
You on the welfare.
Classic.
From what I understand, the Rhodesian stuff is marked with the serial numbers RA.
Is that RA?
There's an RA bolt.
Oh my goodness. Cool.
So do you guys want to explain to people why the Rhodesian guns are so cool, for if people are wondering out there why they're cool?
They during the Rhodesian Bush War, the pictures that came out from it were strapping gentlemen with big beards, short shorts, and green and yellow FALs. Like, that was the picture that came out from the Rhodesian. And then it kind of...
From the Rhodesian Bush War? Hold on, let me pull that up.
Yeah. It returned into Zimbabwe, I think. The Rhodesia turned into
Yeah,
Zimbabwe.
Rhodesia's now Zimbabwe.
If you,
And Zimbabwe's money is super hyperinflated, so they haven't done well for themselves either. But
that's
it's
for
just
another story. But yeah.
it became iconic, and then
is that like related to some kind of like atrocity or something? I'm not saying that you guys are buying into that, but you know.
It was.
Oh, I see. Here we go.
The Rhodesian, Rhodesia was run like South Africa. There was there was apartheid kind of thing. But there was plenty of black Rhodesian soldiers, by the way, too.
Supposedly, I had heard that they were extremely well trained and considered really good, great military.
And they were all sanctioned up, so they made do with
Look
what
at the
they
shorts
had.
on that guy.
What the hell is the deal?
Yeah, see, those are the pictures you see of things like that. Dude in tiny shorts.
No, I don't know if that's from the same thing. That's Asian brother right there.
No, they had all sorts of dudes.
Oh, okay.
So
you want to make one of these? You want to make one of these?
It's an FAL and it's painted green and yellow.
Okay, yeah, it's a cool gun. It's a cool gun.
Yellow and green.
And basically, the Rhodesians got by with what they had and made do, and kicked ass when they went in the field. So,
and then so back in I'd say mid 2000s, Call of Duty came out and they had like a Rhodesian skin, and then other games picked it up, and so the Utes, my generation, grew up playing video games that had Rhodesian skins in it, and you're like, damn, that looks so cool. And now you're like, I want a FAL parts kit, and I want to slap baby poop yellow and green all over it because it looks nice.
So there was the Cella Scouts. They had like their special forces guys too, and the regular, but they created all kinds of techniques and attack ways to attack the enemy, and they were very successful when they went out in the field. So
Okay. So it was. I mean, the FNFAL has been used in a lot of different conflicts, right?
Right arm of the free world.
Right arm of the free world. Like 94 countries use the FAL. 94. So my FAL has parts, I believe, from 4 continents in it. It's got a European parts kit.
Well,
I've got a
that
South
one will
African
too.
buttstock. Yep.
Yeah.
It's got an M-Bell receiver from Brazil, South America, and then I have to have the 922R North American compliance parts. So I was trying to figure out how to put an Australian part in there, but that's an inch pattern gun.
Yeah.
Metric pattern gun.
Okay.
And so if I could figure out a way to get an Australian part.
No, this is British Army.
Yeah, British Army. Yeah.
Well, this is British Army with these.
94 countries. 94 countries use the FAL.
Okay.
Yep.
Crazy.
And so the Americans convinced them use the
rocket
308s.
launcher. Look at that.
Use the 308s or the 7.62 NATO. Definitely FALs are awesome. And then the U.S. went, screw y'all, we're making M14s.
M14s, right.
Everybody else had the FAL.
That's because of the FUDs in the American.
This is nice.
That's
correct.
So, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Heat. FAL's been in Heat. Not Robert De Niro.
That's right.
Right.
He's got.
It was Val Kilmer. Oh, was it Val?
No, Al Pacino. Al Pacino has the little short FAL.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
And then in the Falkland Islands War, you had British soldiers fighting Argentine soldiers, and both sides using FALs. Yeah.
Yeah. The inch pattern versus metric. Inch pattern versus metric. Yeah. So.
Yeah. Here's the Argentine. There you go.
Yep.
There's pictures in the Falklands when the Argentines surrendered finally. There's piles of FALs. Piles.
I wish.
So, Brazilian Army. Okay. So, nowadays, what's an FNFAL going for? Like a, average condition FNFAL. What's the...
You can pick up a DSA one for $1,400. I mean... 12. I bought one at auction a year ago for $1,200 a carbine.
And that was a good deal. That was a nice one.
Yeah, I was shocked to get that thing for $1,200. Yeah.
And one more FAL thing I like to talk about. In the movie Red Dawn, there are scenes where the Cuban soldiers, the Cuban paratroopers in the real Red Dawn, the only Red Dawn, are using FALs. Yes.
Yes. The Cuban FALs have on the receiver, they did with the Rhodesians, they have a hole cut through the.
Yeah, it says here the British were sending those FNFALs to the Rhodesia. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, the British, the white Rhodesians came from.
They're Dutch.
British. Were they Dutch?
Well, that's South Africans are Dutch.
South Africans are Dutch. I think they were British. heritage. So the Brits
Originally, yeah.
Okay, but America didn't use the FNFAL, right?
We had the M14, which was a
look up, type in
Hank,
type in T48.
T48.
Okay.
The American trials version of the FAL is the T48.
They rigged the trials, and so it had a problem. It didn't work right.
it was totally FUD related, 100% FUD related.
Okay.
Oh yeah, the old generals didn't like
1950s.
that.
Yep.
So
I mean, Walter, that one that you have, is it metric? That's a metric FAL?
No, it's inch. It's metric. It's metric.
It's metric, not an inch.
Yeah. Shooting Gallery New England said the FAL is his dream gun. I should have bought that when I had a chance. That's one of the things I should.
It's good. Yeah. They're cool.
They're a hoot.
Yeah.
I like mine. It's awesome.
I will be getting one eventually. I just gotta find.
So what did we say the settle price is nowadays for just your average
a brand new DSA is going for about $1,500 and up, depending on how fancy you get. Parts kits have dried up. Magazines are crazy expensive nowadays. They used to be cheap.
I don't get that.
Oh, dude.
Isn't someone remaking them or no? Someone is remaking them.
Yeah, DSA makes a plastic.
DSA. Okay.
But if you want the originals are very expensive.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is unfortunately, it's an inch. It's an L1A1. Actually, it's a.
What's that called?
The 308 Bren gun.
Bren.
Okay, yeah. The Bren gun.
But it works in the inch FAL also.
Cool.
The L1A1.
What is the difference?
Do
you know the difference between the inch and the metric FAL? Like what?
I'll show you in a second.
Absolutely.
Well, the differences in the guns or the magazines.
I know the mags are not interchangeable, but the guns themselves, what makes it an inch versus a metric?
Probably the way that inch and metric is the way they actually machine the guns to.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they're similar, but they're not interchangeable.
Oh yeah, if you hold them up side by side and the way they work in the parts and pieces, they look identical.
What is it called again with American guns? When they're like up to Army spec. What the hell is that again? You know what I'm talking about.
Mil spec?
Mil spec. Yeah, mil spec.
Army spec.
Yeah, mil spec. Is that mil spec, or which one is mil spec, or it just doesn't matter?
Who made inch patterns? Were Imbel's inch pattern or
no?
No, the Australians.
Are metric. They're metric.
The Australians.
The Australians
were the only ones that made inch pattern.
Well, the British L1A1s were inch pattern.
All the Commonwealth.
Commonwealth, the Australian, the Lithgow ones, yeah. All the British Commonwealth.
So the Canadians would have had that too, then.
They didn't use the FAL, did they? Did they use the FAL? I can't remember if they did or not. Probably. I don't remember.
I'm going to Google right now.
That's what I'm doing. Canada was the first country to use the FAL.
Oh, well.
It served as Canada's standard battle rifle from the early 1950s all the way through to 1984.
Huh.
And you know what they went after that? They went to the M16, if I'm not mistaken.
Dimaco C7, which was a M16.
So what would they have done with all those bad boys? Well,
they're Canada. They burned them at the stake.
Hank, the sad part about the British L1A1, they were all semi-automatic. But the Brits chose to demill them and cut them up. Yeah. They could have all been sold at whole, but
looks like we lost Roy. We'll get him back here, or at least we lost his
audio probably died out too.
Yeah.
The British realized that the full auto FAL was kind of a waste of time
and hard to control.
Yeah. So yeah, they were.
Go Roy. I think Roy was going to tell us some stuff about it.
I was just going to say in my favorite thing about the FAL is it's Belgian French for fusil automatique léger.
What does that mean?
Light automatic rifle.
Light automatic rifle. Okay. Fusil
rifle automatic light. Rifle automatic light.
Yeah.
Fusil automatique léger.
Fusil automatique léger.
My opinion, I don't know if anybody else shares this opinion, but I feel that the FAL is the sexiest rifle ever made. Boom. Done.
Okay.
Aside from the MP44, which is very dramatic, but as far as clean lines, especially the especially the L1A one with the folding cocking handle.
It's
like
hard to
clean.
beat an M1 Garand for me. The Garand
Oh,
is a
fuck,
nice
shit.
looking gun.
Come on, man.
It's a great looking gun.
What did you say is the most what? Say it again. What accolade?
Sexiest.
The sexiest
Clean.
what? Rifle?
Main battle rifle. I'll go that way.
Battle
Sexiest
rifle.
main battle rifle.
Better,
So you wouldn't put a scar in that?
No,
It's not
fuck
me.
no.
Okay. All
I mean,
right.
I love the scar. I have a scar. You know, I have 2 scars, but no.
Okay. All right.
Just it's like an FAL, like a tall model. It's just. Woo.
Okay. Oh, we
My opinion,
Roy's gonna
my
be back. Yeah. No, there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. You like the sleekness you're saying of it.
Right.
I'm trying to
That's
think.
the-
I'm trying.
The L1A one doesn't have a cocking handle that sticks out because it folds out of the way. So it's a real clean design.
Okay. Are you all right there, Roy?
I hope so. Am I back?
Yeah, you're back. You're back.
Okay, cool. I'm not
Yeah.
sure what's going on. It's starting to freeze up.
Oh, okay. Oh, your computer?
Yeah.
Are you plugged into power?
MGs, Walter, they're pretty good looking. Well, that's not a battle rifle. That's
Yeah,
a
so-
light machine gun.
Yeah, so here's what I was going to do. Walter
Like
said
the
that the...
MG42.
oh, okay.
Oh
Walter
yeah, the
said the
MG42 is also speccy. Yeah.
Okay, that's yours? That's yours, Patrick?
No, I'm thinking. I don't know. I
Okay.
don't know.
What about you,
Hard-
Roy? What about you? I don't know. What am I going to say?
Sexiest main
I'm-
battle
yeah.
rifle?
Tavor.
Okay.
No, no.
Oh,
I'm gonna go way back. Can you
Uh-huh.
guys still hear? Can you still hear me? I'm
Yes.
locked up on the computer.
Yeah.
Okay, even though my image is locked up, but I'm gonna say the M96 Swedish Mauser for me. Bolt action, 5-shot, 6.5 of 55.
Back when men were men and war was civil.
I don't even
You
know.
did good killing out in the field. You didn't, run and
Yeah.
hide in the woods.
Yeah, Roy, you might have to.
um,
You might have to restart your computer, Roy. We'll wait for you. We got some time. Yeah,
Okay.
go for it.
I'm
Try to
gonna
restart it. Yeah, let me see.
trying to restart.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of what. Well,
There's something about
Did you hear-
German small arms, though.
Did you hear my comment on? Did you hear my comment on the Swedes?
No.
No, what'd you say?
You said war was civil, and I said bullshit. It wasn't.
Oh, we lost Walter now too.
Now what is what? What happened
I
there?
think Hank's the problem.
No, it's not me.
We lost you again. It's you froze.
Yeah.
I think Roy's the problem.
Oh.
All right, what did you say? When war was civil, the Swedes, and then you froze.
Yeah.
And I said the Swedes didn't participate in any war.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. They've
That's
all,
why
they,
that's why the surplus Swedish rifles all look so nice.
Are all gorgeous.
Yeah, have they always been neutral? Check this out. I was just thinking about Gatling guns. I don't know if I could put that up as mine. Did you see this? Post of
No,
the
you
day,
can't put that up as
SKS
yours.
Gatling
It's not a-
gun. Look at
It's a
that.
battle rifle. That's a Gatling gun.
Come on, that's cool.
Frankenstein Gatling gun.
Look at that. That's sexy. No? No respect? No sexy respect out of that? This
It's
is in the
cool.
firearms
It's not
blog.
Definitely
Post
not
of the
sexy.
day.
It's cool though.
SKS Gatling gun. From
Yeah,
the
that's
catalog of Rock Island Auction Company's upcoming sporting and collector firearms auction. So there you go. What's that, Walt?
That's old school.
Yeah. A Gatling gun was nice.
That's
Gatling.
that's when SKSs were $49.75, or $49 or $75 or $99. That's when you could put 6 of them in a.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shooting Gallery, Eddie says, I would have to agree that FAL's the sexiest, but M240 is a close second. Oh, that is actually.
Well, I wanted to stay at main battle rifle.
You're
not-
saying at a main soldier's rifle.
That's
okay.
my category of
Yeah.
So both guns
I
don't
wouldn't,
even.
I wouldn't say necessarily battle rifle because that means 308. It could. I mean, the original M16s are really cool. I don't know that
We're
they're
taking a
sexy.
break. The Who Moved My Freedom podcast is made possible by our partners at 2A Commerce. Veteran owned and with over 20 years experience, 2A Commerce is the leader in custom e-commerce and web application development in the shooting sports industry. Clients include major brands such as Guard Dog Body Armor, Sylvan Arms, AccuFire Technologies, The Tactical Games, Warrior Knife Company, and yours truly, Hank Strange. Visit 2A Commerce and support this show by supporting them. Once again, visit the number 2A FreeCommerce.com. Okay, who is it? Flying Rich is trying to say that it's my van. Because I'm broadcasting from an SJW van. But there you go. I'm here, and Patrick is still here, so I don't think it's me. If it was me, everyone would be having a hard time.
I'm just gonna have to put some money together and buy myself a.
So what are you buying from an auction? You were just saying.
We're not talking about that. Nothing. There's nothing happening. Nobody needs to know any of it.
Oh, Marley is not supposed to know about this auction business.
Nobody's upbidding me on any of this stuff.
Oh boy. Okay, so you're out there. You're there, Roy. Any other what other cool stuff is going on at Brownells? You seen something cool there? You guys, what do you have coming up? You can tell us about here in this.
How did the? Can I ask a question real quick?
Yeah.
Yes, ask a question.
How did the non-H&K, how did the piston-driven 416 things go? Have you shot one? Did you like it?
Right. We have almost all the pieces parts for somebody to make their own HK-style BRN4. Looks like I just locked up again.
Yeah. Yeah, we can still hear you, though.
We can hear you, yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Groovy. That's all that matters. There are more things coming. There are more things coming soon. We're hoping, and I'll go ahead and say this, and we're going to make a big noise about it when they're out. The plan is to have complete BRN4 upper assemblies that you can just drop right on into any standard AR-15 lower. That'll be HK416 style and complementary. It'll have the piston system. It'll have different profile barrels and different length barrels. Those are painfully close.
Cool. Real cool.
Okay. But you can't tell us exactly when all that's coming out, what dates people should look out for.
Don't have a concrete date. It's coming real soon. There are plans for even other parts, but the other parts are long-term plan. But the other ones, because right now, if you look at our website, we've got the piston assemblies, we've got the bolt carrier groups, we got the barrels, but hopefully soon you'll be able to get one already assembled, an upper already assembled. But the other parts are already there and have been out for a while. Okay.
How's availability looking for you guys these days? What's still hard to find? What's easier nowadays? What's going on out there?
Anytime primers come into stock, they sell out almost immediately. I'm not sure what's going on with primers, but primers are still very hard to get. Ammo's in really good supply. Lots of things are in really good supply, so it's available. But for whatever reason, primers are still, whatever things going on in the supply chain, primers are hard to get.
I think people are hoarding.
You think so?
Could be.
Because I've seen other folks with primers that are selling primers. I don't know how fast they're selling their primers, but so it's not like there's no primers out there.
No, people are just the second they come in buying them up.
They're hoarding.
As soon as they hit the website, they're gone.
So is it because of that big vacuum that existed for a couple of years that people are like, well, I'm not getting caught out there again?
Probably.
I don't know all the things going on with primers. I'm sure there's some sort of weird combination of complex things all working together. but yeah, I'm checking the website right now for primers. Out of stock.
Us reloading types are also the hoarding types. So we love hoarding bullets and powder and waiting for the end of the world. So yeah, it's perfect. You just, whenever primers come in, hoard some more.
I think a lot of people got into reloading. Do you think any of this has anything to do with what's going on in Ukraine? Are there any things like that that's affecting any of this?
I don't.
I don't think so.
I don't know. I don't have enough information. For example, we have Winchester NATO spec small rifle primers in. So if you're reloading 5.56, those are a number 41 small rifle primer 5.56. We got them by the 1,000 primer box in stock right now. But that's the only type of Winchester. The standard, the large rifle, and the large rifle Magnum are all out of stock on Winchester. So it also is specific to. I know there's been lots of folks in the retail store asking constantly for large Magnum rifle primers. So it's kind of cyclical and it just changes, yeah.
Okay. So are prices coming down finally? What do you guys think? Are prices coming down?
In what realm?
Overall, like, so let's in terms of guns, in terms of ammo.
Guns, yeah. Go ahead, Walter.
AR-15s are dirt cheap. AR-15 receivers are dirt cheap.
Yeah.
AKs a little bit, but not a whole lot. Ammo somewhat in some areas, depending on what it is. If you get the strange stuff like Roy shoots, not so much. I mean, that's just facts of life. 30 Remington,
right.
35 Remington is not cheap.
Yes.
That never has been, really.
No.
I mean, I see 22 back out there readily available.
I was just at Bass Pro Shop. This was $38 for a box of this, $50. I can't order one box. One box doesn't make sense for me to order. It would have been the same thing with the shipping. But they had 22. They were short on a lot of pistol calibers, it seemed like. But they did have 40 cal. They did have 45. They had all kinds of rifle calibers going down the other side of the aisle. Shotgun, they had that. So it's not.
Go ahead.
There are more people shooting now than there ever have been, and that's continuing to grow. Plus, we have a lot of odd things going on with the country, and toilet paper and guns are what people love to have. Guns and ammo.
Well, you want to go without? You want to go without paper? Come on.
You know what you need? You know what you need? Get bidets. Bidets.
I forgot who I was talking to the other day, but I was like, "Listen, I don't. In the end of the world, I don't need that much toilet paper because I got ammo. I'll go get toilet paper."
How do you dry your butt?
Yeah, you use less toilet paper, but you still would use toilet paper. Just get a bidet.
Oh no,
you know
no!
My kids actually
for
Father's Day, my kids actually got me a retrofit bidet that goes on the toilet seat.
I have a very vivid picture in my head of every house in this neighborhood that had a Biden sign in front of it back in
with a bidet.
2018. I'll have every piece of toilet paper I could ever want. Believe me.
But But something you asked a while ago, I just checking on the website. I mean, like you can get. There's a Fiocchi 9mm ammo is like $13.99 a box for.
Yeah, 9 has come back pretty well for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen decent pricing on depending on who you get it, what it is, what brand.
Right.
I mean, it's all over if you're not prissy and you can shoot remanufactured 9, it's relatively inexpensive. So
you know what I don't see? I don't see a lot of 5.45 out there at all.
Well, because
I can't find 5.45.
So that's still because of all the restrictions, right?
Right.
But it's not.
When I see
it's
that,
not
it's
as
kind of
popular.
expensive. Okay.
It's not as popular as the competition. Whenever it comes back in, I will be buying some because I need some. But no, if I were to stock up on something, it would be 223, like a regular person. As much as I love my AK-74s, if I'm taking something, it's probably going to be a 5.56 gun. So.
Okay, so you're just back to 5.56 and 9mm. 42 chill. 42 chilled says 5.56 and 7.62 still high.
It's still expensive, but it's come down. I have seen a couple places where you can get 1,000 5.56 for like $280. So 28 cents a round. It's slowly coming down.
Yeah, if you're not worried about brass case and steel case, you get the cheap brass case stuff. Yeah, I mean, depends what you're shooting. If you're just blasting and having fun, you don't need fancy pants ammo. You know what I mean? Come
exactly.
On.
So I know what has gotten cheap. I'm interested. I don't know if Roy's going to talk about this, but braces. Lots of braces. Lots of braces out there. Did you guys blow the braces out the door, Roy?
I don't believe you'll find braces on Brownells.com anymore.
Okay.
That's all I'll say. No, there's something else you guys are. Well, it's out of stock because everybody bought it. But we had Cellier and below 5.56 M193 for $9.99 a box. And that's the lowest I can find it on the website. But it says out of stock, probably because it was $9.99 a box.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So it's going to be interesting. Do you guys have predictions while we have Roy here of what do you think's going to happen here as we get towards the end of the year, elections, all that kind of stuff? Is prices getting better? Prices getting worse? What do you think?
Worse. Elections always cause. I mean, I've only been really paying attention since the Obama administration, but elections are always make ammo jump through. Always.
It all depends on when they start busting the protesters in.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's going to happen again, my friends. They're going to start busting in the protesters. There'll be some new movement with this new name because they wore out Black Lives Matter. Those people are all in jail now.
Mm-hmm.
They'll be
they're
some
all
more,
bankrupt, etc.
What?
Their keepers have paid them all off and they're done now. So there'll be some new movement that'll pop up and there'll be protests again. It's going to come.
The gun industry, the ammo industry, everything has been unhealthy for a good 5 to 8 years, well, probably even longer than that. Ups and downs, big swings and stuff aren't good for any manufacturer. So we've had a lot of trouble. I would love to see ammo come back to the $180 for 1,000 rounds in 9 days.
That's
just
Patrick. It was $135 before the world was coming to an end.
I don't know. I mean, Roy's still there, right?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Gotcha.
So with inflation, do you think we're gonna see that again? Do you think maybe if we got some really good Supreme Court decisions and stuff like that came out, that we could claw back?
There's no telling, and I'm not trying to avoid answering your question. I'm just saying that so many things have happened. I mean, I don't want to steer the conversation this way. I just want to give an example. If you told people 3 years ago Supreme Court was going to overturn Roe v. Wade, people would have laughed at you and asked what you were smoking, right?
I legitimately, anytime somebody brought that up, I legitimately said, "You're a fearmonger. Don't worry about it." Like, legitimately said that constantly. So, yeah.
Right. So there is no telling what might happen. I mean, if there's a huge, for example, if Judge Benitez overturns a certain state's assault weapons ban, I think you're going to see a whole lot of folks buying all sorts of stuff they haven't been able to buy. If we get a favorable, because there's some other Supreme Court cases in front of the court coming up, because I've been watching some YouTube videos, etc. If some of those go the right way, go our way, there's no telling what might happen. I mean, what happens if 5 months from now you're looking at President Harris?
Oh my God!
Just saying,
Lord.
dude.
Let me throw it. So for example, if that does happen, then she has to pick a vice president. What do you think you're gonna? You think it's wacky now, and she's wacky? You're gonna
she
get
pick the vice president, or does the
dude? Who knows?
I thought Speaker of the House got moved up.
Because if in January of 2020, if you told people, oh yeah, in 3 months they're going to shut down the whole country because of a virus no one's ever heard of before, nobody would have believed you.
Yeah.
But it happened. So I mean,
that's interesting.
There's so many things that could happen that we can't even begin to take account of. So, dude, I have no real answer, and all I can do is hang on to the ride and see what happens.
Yeah, I think with Watergate, when Nixon stepped down, who was it that who was his
Ford?
Henry Ford.
No,
Henry Ford. Gerald Ford. Gerald Ford was
the vice president when Spiro Agnew.
And he picked, didn't he pick the next vice president? I can't remember. You should know this one, Roy. You're the history professor.
Right, that was the history. I was alive back then. I remember Richard Nixon's resignation speech.
Yeah.
But Ford, but Jimmy Carter won the presidency the next time around.
Yeah, Jay Grew says Speaker only moves up if both the president and the vice are out.
Yeah. They choose another. Vice president.
Yeah, so it'll just be another sycophant, basically.
Yeah, I mean I think that's a good point. I mean, we don't even know what's going to happen. We don't even know if Biden can make it through another presidential run.
The way my brain
the party doesn't
sits,
want him.
No, they don't. The way my brain sits right now is a lot of times we are straddling a fence where you could go fall one way or the other. Right now, we are on a needle point, and we could fall in any direction, and it's very unpredictable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it was Nelson Rockefeller was Ford's VP from 74 to 77.
Okay.
Nelson Rockefeller.
Okay, yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a name that comes up a lot in history.
Yeah.
Rockefeller.
So yeah, man, there's so many weird things happening. Like I was looking at our friend Mr. Guns and Gear talking about, this raid that happened in Montana.
In Montana, yep.
Yeah, at the gun shop, and then they took all the 4473s. The IRS took the 4473s. There's a lot of weird shit happening that the FBI and all these different places are getting up to. So even the IRS is doing weird shit. Like that reporter who was looking at, the reporter that was looking at all the stuff that happened at Twitter, that Musk let him into Twitter, and then when he was testifying in front of Congress, the IRS went and visited his house.
Well, because the IRS is still weaponized, my friend.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait.
Obama weaponized the IRS. You don't remember that? When he went after all the Republican, all the Tea Party people,
Mm-hmm.
they used it as a weapon. So nothing's changed with the IRS.
There's a lot of weird stuff, I think, happening. It's weird to look at this and see. And me personally, I mean, I don't know if anyone wants to get into it, but me personally, I'm not really looking forward to Trump being president again. But it seems like they definitely want to get him the revenge vote. And they just keep hitting him with indictments. Nevertheless, like, Hunter Biden never been indicted. Nothing's come at Biden himself. It's like a weird topsy-turvy world where you do feel like, rationally, anything could happen.
Where did I see on the internet that the whistleblower guy is now dead? The one that
that was somebody threw that out there. There so far has been no evidence of it because I looked into it.
Okay.
I know the FBI said they were afraid the guy would wind up dead.
The problem is we all just
because they know how that works.
So when we see that, we go, "Oh yeah, no shit. Of course they killed him."
Mm-hmm.
There's going to be a Hillary Clinton two-shot suicide. Yeah.
Arcana side.
So weird times all around, and it's not the kind of stuff that, in my opinion, leads towards the status quo, or how should I put it, where things are, even.
We're not in good times. The
it's risky.
Not in good times. We haven't been in
bad times. I've had my share. When the woman, never mind.
But the only part I would say is this. So the country isn't. I don't know, because I don't think people are really suffering out there yet.
Depends on where you go.
Do you guys feel that? I mean, yes, if you go to a lot of these big towns, there's a lot of bums on the streets, and there's all that kind of stuff going on. There's zombies walking around with all kinds of different things. But I don't really feel like Americans are feeling that pain yet.
We're not. I mean, I can tell you, I bought a $600 gun and only sort of half-assedly thought, I shouldn't do this.
Mm-hmm.
If us Americans were really feeling the pain, things like that, like, we wouldn't be spending money on shit like that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's what Roy said, right? Like, you would not have thought they would have shut the whole country down for years and years and years, and now we all find out it's all bullshit, waste of time, destroyed lots of people's lives, especially kids. You wouldn't have thought that could happen, but yet it did happen. All that stuff, I think what I was looking for is stability. It doesn't really speak stability. And if you ask me, do you think things are going to get better or worse? I think all we need is one little thing to push us over the edge again.
Yep.
So, and if that happens, guns and all this shit, it's going to probably be way worse than what we saw through COVID.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Yeah, it's as much as it's fun to watch.
Sounds doom and gloom, yeah.
Mm-hmm. No, as much as it was fun to watch Trump go after people all the time, it did not lead to stability, and I thought it was fun. I enjoyed watching Nancy Pelosi squirm, but it at the same time, no, it did not necessarily lead to stability. But you gotta choose what you want.
Yeah, so it's a weird, I don't know. I think when you see this prolonged feeling, like when everyone's waiting for the storm to hit, but it doesn't hit, and it keeps getting pushed out.
That's the other thing, is stuff is still, cars are too expensive. The housing market is insane right now. I was talking to somebody who's, and we can get into it afterwards, but talking to somebody who was deep in the housing market, and they said that inventory should normally be at like 35 or 40%, where they're at like 15%. right now. There are no houses on the market.
Yeah.
Nobody's
Because of the
selling.
interest
Walter,
rates.
are you messing with an FAL barrel over there? Or is that
Oh, look at this.
We're
Watch
taking a
this,
break.
Roy. Woo, woo, woo.
We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of manufacturers like Safety Harbor Firearms. SHF is a quintessential family-owned small business, totally representative of the American dream. Safety Harbor Firearms is a Florida-based manufacturer of the compact entry stock and the SHTF 50 upper for an AR-15 lower. Also, SHF happily delivers on your Sten gun parts needs. So don't forget to check out stenparts.com and safetyharborfirearms.com. All right, cool. Listen, I hate to, we've got Roy here. I hate to end it on a negative kind of thing.
So fast.
Yeah, the time went by. It's always fun hanging out with Roy.
That's always fun.
Even when he's frozen,
When I'm frozen, but you can still hear me.
Yeah,
I'm a ventriloquist. Watch, my lips don't even move. Watch, see?
Roy.
Yeah. So let's do this. Let's start with Roy. Roy, for all the people out there who do want to, link up with you on social media, etc. I know you've been putting out a lot of really cool stuff for yourself and with Brownells. So how can they catch that?
Number one, go to Brownells.com. On Instagram and YouTube, search for Brownells. On Instagram, it's Brownells Inc. My personal Instagram is Possum Fatback. You'll find me on both. And then go to Brownells.com and use Strange 10 and get yourself an MPO scope.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Or anything you want from Brownells, yes. And I want to thank, Brownells has been really good to us for a long time. That's mostly because of Roy.
Yeah.
Roy takes really good care of us. Lots of folks out there. Shout out to all the BOP people out there. Look, check this out, Roy. Does that look familiar right
BOP.
there?
Oh, yes. Cool.
So, big thanks to that. Let's go to BabyFace. BabyFace, how can the people...
There you go, Walter.
YouTube.com/babyfaceP. I know. For anybody, I've been saying for 3 months that I got more content coming, and I do. I've had
really
zero
do.
time.
I just don't know how to do it.
This weekend is the first weekend off where Marley is not working, and I think I might have some time to get out in the garage and actually do something. So I'm trying to get something done where I can get some content.
I don't know if my woman was off on the weekend. I wouldn't be getting in no garage. That's what I'm saying.
Time to make another Chromie V. We need
baby _face.
You know what I'm saying.
If y'all want to see, I'm just going to keep plowing ahead. If y'all want to see more of my daily content that I just kind of post random stuff, that's the place to go. I do post there because it's simple. But yeah, stuff's coming. It's just, it's hard. You got to find one.
We have a ton of projects going on, guns getting bought. We will get together and do some stuff.
Oh, man, get ready. I'm 30 carbine or 30 Remington. I'm going to have some fun with that thing.
Yeah, we got some black powder stuff we're going to do. Walter, how can the folks keep up with you and what you're getting up to?
You can check out Safety Harbor Firearms on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram, and Player, along with stenparts.com. That's on Stenparts, the website. Or you can call. There's a phone number there. And then there's Dirtfoot Racing. I have a project I'm working on with the mini bike stuff that I'm going to be posting some more stuff on, too. So you can check it out there. Patrick will be building an FAL.
Yes, it's going to happen.
This barrel's not threaded either, Patrick. We got to thread the end of this one barrel. This barrel.
We can make that happen real easy.
I think this was a band barrel, and they cut the threads off. So
we can.
We'll unban it.
Yes. Yeah. And for everyone, I don't think we're doing a show next Monday because I'll be in Indiana doing some van stuff, so I'll be out there all week. We'll see you guys after that. Big thanks to my friend Roy for coming in here. We really appreciate you, Roy, coming in.
Thank you for having me on. I always love coming on with y'all.
Absolutely. We love you too, Roy. Big thanks to BabyFace as well as Walter. We'll see you guys. We are out of here, Roy. Stay right there. I got to figure out exactly how do I end this. Okay, I think I hit the button here.